Morning, YouTube. What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday morning. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. I wanted to do this at 8 this morning, but oh well, 9 o'clock it is. How's everybody feeling? Let me get this intro going. And got a special guest. Just Irish is going to join us this morning. Make sure you tell her happy birthday. Enjoy the intro, and I'll be right with you.
Camera thief, take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the past will stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides. The scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers, and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
Once again, that's the one and only Atmosphere from Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. Been listening to those guys for 20 years. They have so many songs, it's almost overwhelming. It's like, thankfully, YouTube organizes their page by releases, so you can listen to them chronologically. Funny thing about Sean Daly, the rapper from the group, he's obviously one of the most talented rappers there are, and now he's transitioned to what they call dad rap because he's been doing it for so long. It's kind of funny. But funny story about him, when he first came out and became popular in the underground hip hop scene, he was touted as, the next great white rapper, and his manager and other things at the time, he kind of had to swallow his pride and just go with that to get the pop. And turns out his dad's a black man, so he wasn't the greatest, white rapper. So a few years later, he had to set the record straight. Hell of a story, hell of a group. Anyways, hope everybody's doing good out there. A1 is first one here as always. Thanks A1 for being here. She says, welcome to the Grove. Thank you for coming into the live. Yes, indeed. Thanks for being here. I guess I should start right off the top by saying I came in a lot hotter than I wanted to yesterday. That's exactly what these people want. They want to see me out of character. A couple people messaged me that, and spot on. It's spot on. I know what's good. I know what time it is. You know what I mean? I don't need a weatherman to tell me which way the wind blows. So I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it moving. Keep it facty. Not not gonna show them what they want to see. Hey, Truth Seeker. Good morning. Thanks so much for being here. She says, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. I feel I belong here. These YouTube streets are crazy. Lot crazy. I know. And your home team over here, Truth Seeker, for sure. Good morning, Just Irish. Just Irish is going to meet us, join us here in just a moment after I get through some greetings real quick. It is Just Irish's birthday, so don't forget to tell her happy birthday. Good morning, Headstones. Hope you're well. Natalie Scanlon, thanks so much for being here. How the heck are you? I'm okay. I'm good. I was going to go live again last night. Actually, I didn't promise, but I said I was going to go live again last night and do a dramatic reading of old Becky Boombot's newspaper articles from when she was arrested and all that. I was too venomous on my earlier live stream yesterday, and I didn't want to come up with the same attitude. So I went for a walk instead. Waka waka. Oh yeah, that's right. There are a couple new emojis. If you guys want to use them, I just want to see what they look like. Let me see. There's a couple new ones. I have a ton of custom emojis, so please use them. One is waka waka. Let's see how that looks. Can you guys see? That's Fozzie Bear. And then the other one is the Eagle Globe and Anchor. For my fellow Marines out there, men and women. It's for all the families that are, that sacrifice when their Marines are away. Semper Fidelis. I can see that Fozzie Bear is kind of small, but I don't know. You can still kind of see it. What do you guys think? Anyways, actually, let me just add Irish up here now so she doesn't have to sit back there. Good morning, birthday girl. Check, check. Uh-oh, where you at, Irish?
Oh. Thank you. Hello. Good morning all.
Not much. Okay, I got something. Yeah, I can hear you. Happy birthday. Good morning.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Good to see everybody. I'm so glad the Waka Waka.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I made the Waka Waka in the... Sorry, good.
Yeah, I was wishing for that. You probably saw me chatting yesterday. I'm like, Waka Waka emoji.
That's exactly why I made it. I hadn't thought of that. And then while I was at it, I put an Eagle Globe and Anchor in there for my fellow Marines out there.
Nice.
Let me play you something. If I can find it. There we go. If you want me to sing, it's going to cost you extra.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday. You're the best. We got nothing but love for you here.
Yeah, I love it here. This is my home base.
It's been a crazy couple of days, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm just kind of in the fuck it mode now, man. I'm just like...
I'm kind of there with you.
Yeah.
You probably heard me how I started. I didn't want to, I almost went live again last night, and I was like, fuck. You probably saw my community post. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go support the channels that I support tonight. I bounced around.
Yeah.
Sent a few super chats, gave some thumbs up, and I mostly listened. I mean, just atrocious what's happening out there.
I did a lot of, I don't even know what to say last night. It was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I just can't.
I think most people are probably following. I started because I was clued in. Hey, check out the lab. Seth Rogers is on there. So I turned that on, and I was like, what is he doing? What is happening? And then, of course, it was out of context because I didn't see I didn't see what Chris Proudfoot had done on Clues, so I was just like, "What is Seth doing?" And then whenever I was like, "Oh, I see. What the fuck is happening right now? Are we gonna have like a celebrity fucking boxing match with this? I mean,
They're
what is
gonna
happening?"
duke it out, man. And they're supposed to be in court, or I don't know if Chris is there, but I was like, court today would be interesting because Betty's in court.
I mean, I half
I mean,
expect like the WWF or the WWE to like write a script and hire them. This is so fucking bizarre.
yeah, like what like is some crazy social experiment or what is happening? I mean, dude's
Well, I
losing
mean,
his shit.
I have a theory just about YouTube in these terms of service. I think it's so random and trivial the way
Mm-hmm.
they. So I think that's the experiment. I mean, and the
Right?
strange thing is I had no idea how much it affects people's personal lives. But the strangeness and inconsistency of YouTube.
Right.
You know.
I mean, there's got to be major studies going on with social media, and because it has crazy effects on people, as we've seen.
Yeah.
You know,
I think. Well, I'm not far from the YouTube headquarters. I figure the only way to fix it is to get a job there. So
infiltrate,
I'm just going to
infiltrate.
infiltrate and work from the inside. So stand by, stand by. Let me
Going
get back into
undercover.
the let me get
Yeah.
back into the greetings. I said hello to Truth
Thank you.
Seeker.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I listened to you a lot on Brittany J last night. I listened to most of that. I was kind of just wandering around as I listened. I didn't chat too much, but I was
Yeah.
fired up. I didn't have it. I really had nothing nice to say. I mean, that's part of the reason
I
I didn't go live yesterday. I had nothing nice to say
Yeah,
about
and
it.
it was probably a good thing, even though he like totally made a horse's ass of himself. It's like I thought about
It's
it, and I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm just gonna say what I think. I mean, I can speak on dude acted like an ass. I can
yeah,
speak on that.
yeah. I mean,
You
as
know,
you know, I don't do true crime or
right,
I don't get into
right.
that kind of thing. But this is beyond that. This is like we're at the point now. It's social commentary about what's occurring. It's fucking bananas.
Next
You know.
level. It goes like to the next level every day. It goes, deeper into Dante's Inferno or some shit. I don't know.
Absolutely. And then you have old Buzzy Boom Bots over there just stoking the fire. She is, I mean, and Clue
Did
as
you
well.
see her?
Those two.
Yeah.
What was going on with Clue's eyes yesterday? They were bulging and drooping and fucking spinning around all crazy. She looked
Were
like a
they?
fucking. She looked like a straight up demon from the pits of hell.
Well, maybe her filters fell off. I don't know, man. She always looks crazy to me. She always looks crazy. I don't know. And did you see Buzzy hopping on Clue's panel? If she hops on someone's panel, she wants something.
Yeah, it's
And
desperation. Yeah.
she was digging about that America's Most Wanted. Oh, so are they going to have it on social media? It's like, dude, you're so transparent. You're so transparent, like
Yeah.
gross.
I've just recently I've started contacting a few well-known publications to see if they're interested in my script, my short story about my
Yeah,
experience on YouTube, and
that
that's
would
going to
be
be a lot.
awesome.
That's going to be a lot less flattering to Rebecca over there if someone takes a bite on that. I promise. And
it's the
it
the
turns
free
out
press, man.
exactly. It turns out if you create a short story, so long as you're not lying, you can use people's real names. So Buzzy, Buzzy, Buzzy.
Right?
Remember that
There's
article about BHB in that magazine?
and yeah, Vanity Fair.
Yes. Well, Vanity
It-
Fair is interested
We're
as
not.
well in other stories of YouTubers, as you might not be
Wait,
surprised.
was it Vanity Fair with BHP,
I
or
think it
was it
was
a different? It was
I think it was Vanity
whatever
Fair.
it was. Yeah, whatever it was. They
I
were
keep wanting to
clowning
say
her, but
I keep
she
wanting to
was
say
all
Esquire,
proud.
but
Yeah, no, it wasn't Esquire.
Esquire magazine likes that stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a magazine person, but um, I remember.
People still read them, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I never got into them. I don't know, except at the doctor's office, and I'd look at a magazine.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But I've never been into like the celebrity gossip crap. I've never
No,
been
me
into that
either.
stuff. So
Me
so
either.
I guess or
The, Na-
fashion
the
or
National Enquirer is fun, though. I remember my grandmother would always grab one on the
yeah,
in the
yeah,
shopping
like
center on the way out.
yeah, the
Just
alien babies on the cover and shit like
complete
that.
trash. Yeah,
Yeah.
complete trash. It's all. It seemed as though it was always like, is this person really dead and this is an imposture? There was so much of that. It was funny.
Oh yeah, like the worst Photoshop pictures ever.
Exactly. Good morning, reality. Good morning, Natalie. VK sir, thanks for being here. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Wise Angel says, hi, all not staying. Just sat in a car being circled by the local sharks on their pedal bikes outside church, lol. Well, that sounds like an eventful morning. Way more
The
exciting
local
than mine.
sharks outside church.
I went
Hmm.
down to the beach and there was shark warning. I was like,
Really?
okay. I was like, okay, shark warning. So there's a bunch of dudes standing there with their surfboards just staring at each other. Finally, one guy goes in. He's like, "Fuck it, sharks are
Yeah.
safer than humans." And I'm just like, "My
Yeah,
man."
that's true. I
He-
mean,
He's
yeah.
like, "I'd rather be
I
circled
won't.
by sharks than bad people that pretend they like me." I was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
dude.
at least you
Nice to
know
meet
what a
you."
shark is. At
Exactly. You
least you
know the
know. Yeah.
shark's intent.
Yep. It's
um,
just like the story of the snake where the old man found it. The old man found the snake and he was wounded and he took him in and fed him and took care of him, nursed him back to health. And then one day, the snake bit him, and he said, "Why would I helped you? Why would you do that to me?" He said, "Well, you always knew I was a snake."
yeah,
You
that's
know.
right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly. Good morning, Salty. Hope you're well. Been washing your shorts, man. I don't know. Fuck, Salty. I'm so bummed about the whole situation, dude. Ah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that because I just
Yeah.
as difficult as it is to understand, I truly wish everyone the best, and I don't want to get mixed up. If I can be helpful, holler at your boy. But other than that, I don't know what else I can do. But I think I do. I need to talk to Salty because I want to get a custom piece, and
Oh,
now I actually want to pay for it and have it sent to me. I want to purchase something. I have
that'd be
something.
cool.
Yeah, I got something in mind. I want to get like an old. She does the wood burning, so I want to get one of those old Western signs that says the Lemon Grove. I'm gonna get that.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
And always support your local artists. Support arting starvist or starving artists. Never. I mean, you could probably buy something similar online from a company in China that has a $1 million machine that does it, but it's not going to be handmade from a
Right.
local American artist. So always
Right.
support local artists, which Salty is.
Yeah. Thanks, dudes. It's not belated. It's today, love. Um, yeah, my daughter is like super art, artsy. She does a little bit of she's always got a new project. She reminds me
Sure,
of Salty a lot. And
that's awesome.
she just, yeah, she does paint. She does painting, and then she does dream catchers, awesome dream catchers, where the big circle is, she makes them
Sure.
out of bike chains. 'Cause
Crazy.
she's a motorcycle rider, but she makes them out of bike chains. So I mean, she's just really, really talented, but
So cool.
she needs to kind of focus, I think, but I think one day she could really market her stuff. So
I know
when
this guy
she's
down.
ready.
I know this guy down in Long Beach. He's been one of my favorites for a while. He makes these giant like ballroom chandeliers, but he makes them out of old bicycle frames that he like takes apart and welds in different
Ah,
beautiful ways. So it looks like a giant bicycle, but then he wires all the wires through the pipes of the bikes, and it's fucking amazing. Um,
yeah, yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like too. Real original stuff like
they've
that.
got them. They've got them in fancy places all over LA. That guy's art. Deafening Silence. Good morning. I panicked this morning, Deafening Silence. I saw that you were going live, and I thought it was this morning, but it turns out it is tomorrow morning. So I hope to join
Ah,
you.
good. Okay.
I'm so far behind in chat. Please forgive me. What's up, Cheese?
Hey, cheese.
I'm scrolling ahead here. Irish is probably ahead of me in chat. I bet she's more savvy at this than I
I'm
am.
Yeah, I'm pretty current on here, but I miss some, but I'm kind of skimming. I haven't seen
Same.
anything. Yeah.
Morning,
Thank
SG.
you, Landry.
I'm way back when people are telling you happy birthday, so I'm just waka waka. Put your waka wakas in the chat. Let's see here. Sinner, I was going to recommend you go surf last night, but walking's cool too. Yeah, I went for. I talked to. I had messaged a couple of you as I left. Like I fucking stormed out of here
Rage
after my lesson.
walking.
They're fucking like a big drop. I mean, this shit is just wearing on me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, and then but what they want to do is break me, and it turns out none of them are fucking strong enough to do that.
Well, yeah, we got one over there threatening me already, threatening my kids, and it's like,
I mean,
really,
they're just
you
big
know?
they're big loud mouths. They ain't shit,
Yeah,
and there's nothing they can
yep,
do except run their mouth and be menacing and threatening. Boo
yeah.
hoo.
Yeah, it's like you realize my kids are grown. My girl's been out of my house for a decade. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
Nice try.
they're just ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
the kind of people. I mean, they're such detectives. They're like, Sinner doesn't have a car, and he has he rides a bicycle, and then they're like, he drove 2,200 miles to do. That's a
I
fucking.
know. Did you see it? You missed my comment in chat. I'm like, Sinner can't afford all the diapers he would need to drive cross country. But
Oh
yeah,
man.
and
So
then
yeah, I made a video.
apparently we have. Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry. Apparently we have a conspiracy to get children taken from their parents. It's like, you know what? Do you think I have the energy to fuck around with people like you? I don't give a shit.
First of all, I would never. I would
I
never. I would never. You know what? As a child, I'll just say this. As a child, I had experience with child protective services and being shuffled. There's no fucking way in the world that I
right.
would do that to anybody. Now, let's keep it real. Like Zeno, like my thumbnail said, let's keep it real. Some of these
Yeah.
people are doing a
They're doing
fine
the
enough
job
job on their
themselves.
own
Yep.
of fucking up their home life, and that has nothing to do with me.
It's just amazing that nobody can take accountability. It's like, show me receipts or shut the hell up. I don't, you're ridiculous, and
Amen.
anyone who believes that shit, you can stay away from me too.
Yeah. No, I mean that's where I am too. I mean, I hate to keep using Joneson as an example, but we agree on some things, we disagree on a lot of things. But this is something we always disagreed on, and I'm curious as to now how she feels about it because it's been a few months. But she's always been a defender of the Hives chat, saying, "Oh, there's good people there. I swear there." And I'm like, well, fucking
Yeah.
prove it. I mean, fucking prove it. I mean, this was around when she was doxing Savage's grandbabies with their home address
Right.
and their photographs on the screen. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the kind of shit that Queen Bee does, and everyone just ignores it. In any
I know
case,
they overlook it all. Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah,
But I just can't see how you can sit there and witness the buffoonery every day that goes on. And
they're
like, I
crimes.
don't
They're
want to be
borderline
around you.
crimes. They're
Yeah. I don't want to be
borderline.
around you.
I mean, they're
Uh,
public crimes that they commit online every day,
yeah.
real knuckleheads. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
Shayna,
you know
thanks so
what?
much for being here.
Yeah. Let them
Um,
spin their wheels. Hey,
this time,
deafening silence. Hello, love.
if anybody, I think we got Dispatch Crystal in the chat. If anybody ever has any questions about, how dispatch works or calls to and from a police department, that's your go-to. I
That's
mean,
your girl.
could you? There's no better informer than someone who does it for a living. Good morning, Curious. Let's see. I'm trying to move ahead here. I'm still 10 minutes behind. Citizen Sleuth, good morning. Pookie, good to see you. SG says people are getting too emotionally invested on YouTube. YouTube is like a reality show. A reality TV show will usually be on once a week, but this is all day, every day.
Uh-huh.
I agree. I do think we're all too emotionally invested. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. And I mean, I have no problem saying that we're all part of the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing
Right.
that you won't hear from the people that are the worst. But I
Right. And
totally understand that I'm part of the problem. That's why I try to keep a balance of like looking out for people, contributing to people
right.
that I support. That's all I can do. I'm aware. I mean, I think just being human nature to be part of the problem.
Yeah, but the point is that we reflect, on ourselves, and
Yes, you
we
can take
see.
accountability.
Right, and we question, wait, is this crossing a line? Is it? And you're right, it's a balancing act all the time. Like, we have to check ourselves, and sometimes it's easy to get lost in the sauce around here,
It
But
definitely is.
yeah,
Mr. Saucy myself, I understand. But I try, like, even though I got pretty fiery yesterday, I tried to, you know, trust me, more than one person was just like, "Don't you go, just stop. Don't go live again today." And of course, I'm rebellious. Fuck you. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And then
right,
an hour later, I'm like, "They right." So I
yeah.
mean,
After your
I think
rage
it's
walk,
important.
see,
Yeah, it's important. Well, it's important. I mean, that's something. It's the biggest thing that I took with my experience around Nunya on this platform is practice. I'm
practice
sure
the
she didn't
pause.
come up with it,
Yep,
but she was so eloquently able to communicate the importance of that, which is
yeah,
something I appreciate. And it is practice that pause.
yep,
If you're hot, then you cool down. Well, just always stay warm. You know what I mean? Don't cool down, but just
right.
if you're too hot,
Well,
you know.
yeah. I mean, I had my one therapist when I first got out of rehab, and I had the best therapist in the world. I mean, I had him for 6 years, and he was a recovering addict, and I mean, he just really broke things down to basics and kept shit real simple, But he would always draw. We'd go to group, and he'd always draw on the board when he'd give his "bring it down to zero" speech, and on the whiteboard he'd put this big thermometer, and he'd put like a 0 at the bottom and a 30 at the top, And
Mhm.
every time I get a little pissed, I think, okay, bring it down to 0. But it took me years of training myself, not to live in reaction. So a lot
Yeah,
of people around here living in reaction,
yeah.
and it serves no one well, you know.
I agree, and I'm fucking guilty of it. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I'm fully aware that I'm guilty of reacting. But
Right.
I'm far less reactory than I was. Reactory, is that a word?
Reactive, probably.
Reactive,
Yeah.
yes. I'm far less
Yeah.
reactive than I was in the past.
Yeah.
Specifically when I was drinking. But I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I have to say this as well. Hey, QB. Hey, Queen Fupa over there. Hey, I wanted to know, and does your Fupa flap when you walk across the room, QB? I bet it does. Anyways, I just had. I don't think you guys probably know why I asked that. Um, but oh shit, I forgot what my original question was. What were we just saying?
It was about calming down, or people living in reactive. I don't know.
Oh,
Something.
yes, that's it exactly. She keeps calling me, "Oh, he's a fucking drunk and blah blah blah." Look, I'm not currently drinking. I'm an inactive
Yeah.
drinker. That's what I am. And just to be clear with you, Rebecca, I quit drinking to try to make myself a better person, and I did that not this past Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before that. And since then, I've had one night that I drank. So I'm fucking pretty proud of myself there, Boombots. You worry
Yeah.
about your own mystery smoke that you're sucking on over there. Don't worry about me.
The mystery smoke. I
Yeah,
love
you never
that.
know what is marijuana go
Yeah.
crack a meth.
You know what's funny is I'm like the self-admitted drug addict that I was for 30 years. Nobody ever says I'm hot. Carrie's high. Oh, sorry, Carrie. Well, Irish is high.
Oh,
They never say that. They never say that. It's weird. It's like,
I agree.
and if they did, I would just laugh. It wouldn't even, honestly, it wouldn't even bother me, because I got no shame in my game. I've been clean a long time, and I just,
Well,
to
that's
me,
exactly why. Well, I mean, your voice always sounds so clear. I mean, I've never heard you. I
yeah,
would have never suspected it. I mean, you've got such a clear speaking voice that, I don't think would.
yeah. And
And plus,
if I fucked up, I would. Who am I hiding from?
yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, I went
it
through that.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went through that. I mean, I definitely disappointed a few people, and then I thought to myself, well, if they're that disappointed in me, then they're not
No.
riding
Yeah.
anyways. You know what I mean? They're not really.
Right.
It's not my best
Right.
interest that they have in mind. So fuck that. And that's when I
Yeah.
realized, it is what
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
like people. people, of course, were concerned, and I said, I just, thought to myself, because I know, he's a big boy. Like I've said before, he knows he knows the way back,
Yeah,
and I let you know that I was there if you needed me, and you're a grown man.
yeah.
And
I mean,
if you would have denied it and you'd have said no, I wasn't drinking it, they would still be talking about it, bro.
oh, of course. Well, because well, look, I'm an asshole. I'm not a liar.
Right, right.
I can't. But it's just that the sound. I don't know how to explain it. I owned up to what and it wasn't owning up. It was just saying, hey, look, the mission continues. It's just because I drank one night doesn't mean that now I'm drinking every day. But of course, she's going to exploit, you know, me improving myself. Like, how fucking bizarre is that? Yes, Rebecca. I used to drink,
Yeah,
and even when I was blackout drunk, and calling people the c word, still a better person than her. I mean, imagine that.
yeah.
While she sits
Oh,
over
yeah,
there, like,
exactly. Yeah, even at my worst, I wasn't a shitty person, like
exactly.
I wasn't the type ripping people off. I wasn't, I mean, even at my worst, I was still at my core, I'm a good person, it was
Yeah.
just a,
I mean, they're just a bunch of
so
crooks, and of course, I always call them crackheads, and it's obvious they're high all the time. But that's not even what I don't like about them. You know what I mean? Like, I realize I got to rein that back a little bit because I don't have
well,
a
this,
problem who
yeah,
I support anyone. I'm all about your rights, to do whatever you want with yourself. For the
right.
most. So calling old Buzzy a crackhead, and it kind of makes crackheads look bad. So I mean, I got to clear that up.
Yeah, and
I did
it's
I
you.
did I did I did write a new theme song for her, a new intro song. It's not quite
Oh,
as
did you?
long. Yeah, here I'll play a little bit of it,
Okay. Thank you, Zero.
and then she can add in all of her.
The
I worked all night
charges.
on it. I worked all night. That's the original score by Sinner. She can she can use it if she wants. Oh, but I got the copyright.
Yeah. And it's like, there's all kinds of people. Do you know how many people are in these chat rooms that are just blown every night, and they're just, it's like,
Oh
I
yeah, for
don't
sure.
care, like I meet people where they're at, it's,
Yeah,
I deal with a lot of people who are still using, they're like, I'm afraid that they're wrong, and it's like, I just meet them where they're at, and I'm there for them when it's their day, and I hope their day comes one day, and I
yeah,
make sure they have someone to turn to, so you just got to meet people where they're at and accept, I have love
yeah.
for everybody,
I've
most
got a
people.
friend.
But
I've got a close friend that's going through it, trying to get sober. Alcohol, of course, the most accessible drug on earth. Um, and they came to me and they're like, "What? I need your help." I'm like, "I'm not in any shape." Like, I felt so bad. I had to be honest. I was like, "I'm in no shape to help someone get sober." I said I had to be honest. I said if I commit time to trying to get you sober, I'm probably going to end up drunk myself.
oh
So,
yeah, no,
but I set
yeah,
them up with some resources, and
you
my
can't work
sponsor.
harder than
I can
them.
share my sponsor. I'd be happy to share my sponsor, just temporarily to get them set up. But I'm not the guy. You know what I mean? I just
Right. Well, I took it when I first got clean, we used to go to clinic daily for group and all that stuff, and met a lot of people that were stuck where they were there for probation, and they were being, forced to get a job, but
Mhm.
they really needed the treatment all day, and they're like, well, if I don't get a job, I'm going to lose my place. And I put a lot of people up, I would tell them, look, you come stay with me. The only thing is you got to be sober in my house, and you got to work on your recovery. That's it. I don't charge them no rent. I didn't, that let them buy their own food, that kind of stuff. And I learned a lot that way, like you can't work harder than them. You know,
Sure.
they gotta be, because I'm like that. I'm a caretaker, like I wanted, but it took me a while, and that didn't take me long to learn that you can't do things for people. You can guide
Yeah.
them,
No matter how much you want to.
Right,
That's
right.
yeah. It good for you though.
Sitting
I mean,
silent.
that's it could be dangerous. It's brave of you. I know the work that you do, so
Yeah, yeah. I don't do that anymore, but because it's draining, and it usually
yeah.
doesn't end well.
Well,
but
no. I
but I learned
actually,
a lot. Yeah.
I made the mistake whilst up in Sacramento. Made the mistake because I would always deliver water to the park because there was an encampment with actual families in there. It was pretty depressing situation. But I was able to get the guy set up with the job, and then they got into a hotel, and now they both work at the hotel. Um,
Nice.
but it's just it's such a strange thing. Um, the way people just ignore the obvious problem on the end of their block. You know,
Yeah, that's honestly, that's one of my main focuses when I'm out, because we do a route in our city, and we hand out bag lunches, we hand out like we'll have shoes or tents or basic stuff, and one of my main purposes is to make sure these people know that we see them,
sure, yeah,
because they're so marginalized and they're so looked down upon. And there's a lot of people flying signs on the corner, and they're insulted constantly, and ridiculed. And it's like, I just want to show them some kindness, and
sure.
that I see them, and I know,
Human contact,
uh,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
human contact. Like, yeah,
right,
I always try to. I mean, anyone could just drop a few quarters in someone's, box if
right.
they're sitting somewhere. But I mean, if you be brave and take a risk and shake their hand, they may be the only
Oh
human
yeah,
contact that they had that week. And I mean,
exactly.
it's vital, to maintain confidence and faith in the humanity. It helps if you have some human contact, even if it's just bumping into another human
It
being as you walk.
is. It is. Yeah. I mean, I have no problem hugging people, and you gotta, everyone's different, and you gotta
Just keep some
warm up
hand
to that. But
sanitizer. I mean,
yeah.
I can
Oh
understand that.
yeah. Oh, during COVID, oh, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy time. We lived with that stuff in our, it's like, but,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you just,
Reality says my ex brother-in-law at 52 passed of alcohol poisoning. He was a mess. So sad it, and his brother, my ex, is an addict and not sure if he's still alive. Oh my God, reality. I'm in hiding as he's unhinged like CP. No joke. Good Lord. You're in hiding on YouTube. That's wild.
wow.
I
Yeah.
mean, really,
I,
just protect your identity and reality. I don't, geez, oh, Pete.
yeah. Yeah.
I
My,
mean,
my,
you're not the only one that's hiding. There are whole channels that are hiding from reality. So be careful.
hiding from reality. No, yeah, my
Reality is-
ex-husband died of an overdose, and my kid's dad, and he died.
I've
He
lost tons of
died in
family members.
my daughter's bed while she was away for the weekend. She came home and found him. So it's addiction's a nasty thing. It's a nasty thing.
It really
But
is. I mean,
yeah,
I've lost so many friends that way.
mm-hmm.
Not from alcohol though. I mean, and she said 50. Oh, reality said 50
52.
something. 52. I see.
Yeah,
I in my mind, I just assumed it takes. Well, I mean, I guess you could start drinking at 16, 17, and by the time you're 52, it's
yeah. Usually it's your liver or your,
yeah,
that
exactly.
kind
That's
of stuff. It ruins your organs. Yeah,
terrifying.
he was. Yeah, my ex, it was a fentanyl overdose, but and
Oh man.
it's weird because they did an autopsy or toxicology on him, and he was only 48 or 49, and there was no heroin in his system, none. It was all fentanyl.
Oh my
So
God.
I don't even know if they sell actual
Well,
heroin anymore.
I've got extended family through marriage addicts that that are in really bad shape, and they live, I think it's St. Louis. Some of them live in St. Louis, and some of them live in Detroit. I'm not
Uh-huh.
really, I'm not really friendly with them, but occasionally I'll just out of circumstance and family, encounter them, and they were telling me that it's beyond fentanyl at this point. It's this new thing called trank that people are using with fentanyl. It's just like a recipe for not waking up.
Yeah.
And it seems like when there's like a group of people that all perish from the same batch of something, then all the
Oh,
people
they
rush.
they rush to get it.
How
Yeah.
terrifying is that? I mean, I
Well,
mean, that is the shit of nightmares, in my opinion.
well, that's yeah, and that's the life of a heroin addict. I'll tell you. Because we would get some, and it was like it knocked us on our ass, and boom, we were like, look at, or we find out someone OD'd, and we'd want to find out where they got it from. You
That's
know?
exactly what I'm hearing. That's terrifying to
Yeah,
me.
that's a fact.
I'm so
You
thankful that
know?
I would never gravitated towards, um, drugs in any
Yeah,
way. I mean, I'll
yeah,
smoke a J every once in a while. I make no secret about that. I'm a grown up, and I'm old school. I've had a prescription for it, for
yeah.
having sleep difficulties, which I've had since middle school. So I mean, even before it was legal anywhere, I was able, I had a prescription for it. I keep my prescription, and
Wow.
I go to medical dispensaries, and when I can,
Right.
typically, well, out here in California, it's just all, it's
You
all
know, well,
recreational.
Winnie,
I got to
Winnie.
excuse me 1 second. I just
Yeah,
got
go
to
ahead.
tell Scottish Bluebell,
Uh,
thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. If you got one of those, please tell Scottish thank you. Let me play her something really quick, not to cut you off. It'll just be a
no, go ahead.
second. I should have something loaded up here. Nope, that's not it. Eventually, I'll get good at this, or
You're
I
you're
won't,
you're fine.
or
You
I
are
won't.
fine at it. Yeah.
Let's see, which one should we play? Every time I play MC Hammer, they get really upset with me. It's funny. Here we go.
Thank you.
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 And when I say they, I mean YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, what was it? Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It. That
Right. They
that
gotcha.
song, I had something happen to me when I used that song the last time. It made my video blocked. No one could see my video. I went to my backup channel Saint to see if I could see
Yeah.
it. It wasn't even there. I had to take the song out, or it was blocked worldwide. No one could see it at all because of that song. I couldn't
That's
believe it.
crazy.
I mean, I've used the Beatles. I've used, everything.
Yeah.
I don't understand, but whatever. I'm trying to
Yeah.
customize
Oh,
it.
now I don't look like a toilet seat anymore. Cool.
Okay. No,
13 said
I
I
mean,
look like a toilet seat.
I didn't realize that. Holy crap! Here, we'll just go with this one then. My
We'll
goodness,
go with the squares or the circles. Yeah.
that's so funny. You should
Yeah.
have said something to me. I had no idea.
I was laughing at
That's
13.
funny.
But Winnie makes a good point that Big Pharma started the opioid crisis because I mean before I was into heroin, I was into pills, of course, in pain clinics where they're handing them out like candy, and then all of a sudden they're cutting everybody off, and that
Yeah. Well, that's
boosted the heroin
well,
epidemic. Yeah,
that seems the natural progression. That's why you have like college athletes. By the time they're 30, they're just full out junkies because
yep,
sports injuries, and then pain medication, and then
mm-hmm,
the prescription gets cut off by the doctor, and the physical and mental addiction has already gripped them. So the
yeah,
progression is to
yeah,
obviously go to the street.
yeah,
It's pretty
and
terrible. It's
opiate
pretty
addicts. Yeah, we'll do anything to avoid that sickness, man. It's
I've
I
had
did it
broken
for
bones. I broke my
yeah,
collarbone, my wrist. So I've been prescribed, pain medication, Vicodin, Tylenol 3, whatever. Never once have I taken a pain pill and had it take my pain away. Like
yeah.
maybe I'm just like highly sensitive to it. I mean, even just half of a Vicodin with a broken wrist, all it did was make my body itchy. Like, and it didn't hurt. It didn't
Yeah.
help the pain at
Oh,
all. It
so
just
you're really sensitive to it.
it
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
That's when we knew we had the good stuff if we were really itchy.
Yeah, just
You
no way.
fucking
That is
scratching
nothing
like
good. See, I'll never
I
understand.
know.
There's nothing good about it. I mean, I literally just
Yeah.
dumped the rest of the pills. Actually, I did something probably criminal. I traded it for some herb, but um,
Yeah.
turns
No,
out
well
people that
that's
sell herb love
better.
pain pills.
That's better because it still hurts me inside when I hear people say they just throw some pills away. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no way. I did well because I wasn't going to use it, and there where I was at the time, I had family members that were young, so I didn't want it around,
Right, right.
because I mean, kids at 12, 13 years old, they fucking know
Oh
what pills are
yeah.
already. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. For sure.
So I didn't want
For
it to get
sure.
out anyway.
Oh, you know how many medicine cabinets I robbed? Boy, oh boy.
I can imagine.
I
I saw a
ain't gonna
comedian has a
lie.
skit about that. Oh, I finally made to Scottish Bluebells gift memberships. Thanks
Okay.
again. Thanks again, Scottish. I see Heather Dawn, Chrissy B, Large Marge, great name, Shannon Marlowe, and Jules Merck. Welcome in, everyone. Please, please thank Scottish if you did get one of those. So yeah, I'm so thankful that I never gravitated towards anything like that. Booze
Yeah,
was my thing.
it's it's like nobody it's rare that people try opiates and they're like, I didn't care for it. It's rare. It's
Yeah,
like
it
most
really
people are
is.
like, woo, like
It
the
really is.
first time for me, I was in love. I'm like, okay. Because I
I
always wanted to, I always had problems with depression and stuff. And it's like, man, I wish there was a magic pill. Well, I found a magic pill.
Well, yeah,
and,
well, that's the
and
thing. If there was a pill that made me feel like I was drunk, then I would get addicted to that pill.
right,
But I
right,
mean, for me, it was just started with innocent beers, one or two beers, then a six pack, and then that progresses to aged Johnny Walker, platinum. Like it
yeah.
turns into, to me, it was whiskey. I'm not a whiskey snob, but I really like whiskey.
Yeah, I didn't care. I'd get whatever I could. If I
Well,
was
yeah, me
broke,
too, me too. I
it
mean,
was the cheap Russian
just
vodka,
as an
that nasty shit.
sure, sure. Well, just as an example, yeah, there's
Yeah.
always some John Beam out there, or
Yeah.
um, True Seeker had problem with pills. That's so common too. Hey, Lenny, thanks for being here. Listening in the bushes, my brother died from lifelong alcoholism in a fire in December 23rd, 2016.
Oh,
Oh, thank you for caring for the homeless and addicted. I'm so sorry, Lenny. And I know
yeah.
2016 to most of us seems like a decade ago, but to someone that lost someone, it feels like yesterday. I know exactly what that feeling is. We're here for you, Lenny.
Yeah.
We're pulling for you. Did I say hello to Zoots? Hey, Zoots, thanks for being here.
Yeah. Alcohol was my prison for a while, and I unlocked the reason I drank, and that's when I walked on it. That's exactly. It's a lot of self, searching within. You got to figure out how to make it manageable.
Wow, Lacey says my husband lost his dad at 16, alcoholism. His dad was 36. Holy cow.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of I've had friends that once they would get in their 30s, they just looked awful. I mean, they were just bloated, and
You know it. Every time I go home, I run into. Well, I don't run into them. I purposely go and seek out buddies from high school to hang out with.
right,
I like to be back in Pittsburgh around the holidays and football season because a couple of my buddies have the best man caves on the East
right,
Coast to watch football. So I like to be in there, which is going to be a challenge sober because I've gotten sober since I've come to California and I haven't been back to Pittsburgh, which if you don't know is one giant fucking bar. So
yeah. Well, hey, it's Milwaukee, dude. We got more bars than anything.
I think Milwaukee's got us edged out. Actually, I think Milwaukee consumes more beer.
Yeah.
There's statistics out there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I hear you. I hear you because I still don't even go to family Christmas anymore. It's been 8 years. I mean, I've relapsed drinking, but it's been a couple years now that I've not drank or done anything,
Yeah.
But heroin for 8 years I haven't done. But I still don't go to family functions because the last time I went, I ended up drunk. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
I
yeah, I
mean, it
come
was
from a
just the
long,
atmosphere.
long line of
Yeah,
alcoholics. Yeah.
yeah,
Not to give too much family information, but I mean, it was, I think rehab probably um, saved a lot of my family. I mean, people came to their senses and realized that they needed care, which was
yeah.
vital. But there's strange shit that happens. I mean, sobriety looks so different for different people. Some people become real fucking pricks, man, and real preachy, and I can't be
Oh
with that.
yeah. We,
Just,
that usually happens like in the first year,
yeah.
about the 3 month mark when they hit that pink cloud, and they think they've unlocked the key to life and they got all the answers. A lot of times it'll pass, but it's like, yeah, I get you with that. It's like,
It's
no,
wild. It's
you
like,
don't
hey,
have a,
do you remember
yeah,
who you were? Like, do you remember who you were 2 years ago? Like, starting bar
yeah,
fights and
yeah, yeah. It's
that's
like me. My big thing is stay humble. I mean, stay humble and kind is my motto. I just I don't look down on people. I'm just what I'm
yeah. I
saying. Stay
mean,
humble,
I,
man.
I,
Stay humble.
I find that people that are less fortunate than I am are oftentimes kinder and gentler than people that are more well off than I am.
Oh
Just in general,
yeah,
they're real. People. There's no need to bullshit when you've got nothing to lose. Zoe said.
right.
Zoe Trope says, "I hated the feeling of avoiding eye contact or conversation with homeless when driving through Austin. I stocked my rig with granola bars, water, etc. Changed the whole dynamic into
Yes,
positive. That's how. I
that's
mean,
amazing.
could you imagine if we all did that? Just randomly went to the dollar store and got some supplies and went and just
I
fed somebody.
used to,
You don't
I
even have
used
to
to do
go
it.
to the grocery store.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't even have to go to the grocery to get canned soups and fruit juices and some snacks. It's fucking $25 and you can just, make
yep,
someone's day and maybe even make a fucking friend.
yeah. I
The
used
more
to
important.
usually in the summers here, like this morning I went out for a walk. It was kind of early, but talked to the neighborhood people and stuff. But there's plenty of people. I go out my door and walk to the corner and there's people flying signs now in my neighborhood, so I mean, I've given away electronics. Like this one dude didn't have a phone and I'm like, you can't, there's no way you can find resources and this and that, so I cleared what I had. An Obama phone, I cleared it out and gave it to him. It's like,
What do you mean by flying flags?
oh, flying signs where
Flying signs.
they're holding signs on the corner, like anything helps, where
I
they're
got you. I got you.
basically, yeah, basically panhandling.
I got you.
And
Staging is what they call it out here.
spanging, yeah. Yeah, well, there's more
Spiritually.
signs going up. There's more signs going up now around, like at the street lights. It says
I
no
see.
panhandling, stuff like that.
I
But
gotcha.
cops are busy with other stuff. But yeah, I used to
It's a
drive
strange
around, like
thing.
we'd have.
That's a strange thing because I mean it's completely legal to panhandle. There should be no law against it because you're in
Um,
public and so I guess if you're on public property, it should be legal. I don't know how it works. I know on a
yeah,
freeway
well,
off ramp, it's a ridiculous, dangerous place to
yeah,
be.
it's a city ordinance. Here,
Okay.
yeah, there's a suburb right outside of Milwaukee that it's a $400 ticket, and they take you in to book you.
What the
It's a
fuck?
book and really. Yeah, it's
So
like a
then,
400 and some
so
dollar
then all the
ticket.
homeless people just end up with fucking warrants because they're obviously not
Yeah,
going to pay.
yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. We got to do better and take care of it. I mean, look at how we treat each other just on YouTube. Imagine how what's going on in
I
people's
know.
in their own neighborhoods. Like it freaks me the fuck out. I'm not even gonna lie. It freaks me out.
Yeah, yeah, and people get blown away by like the problem's so big, and I just look at it like I just try to do my little part, and that's all if we all did that, if we all share, we all have enough. That's our motto, man. It's like
That's
if
it.
we all just,
We can all eat.
yeah,
Um, I guess I should have put up a trigger warning for the sensitive topics that we're discussing. I think we're all grown ups.
yeah,
This
yeah. We
18
can
and
move off of
yeah, yeah,
addiction
yeah. I don't want to be
stuff.
Debbie
'Cause I
Downer.
know,
But yeah.
right?
Um,
I
but
mean,
I
I
see
like
I
to
see
be.
everyone in chat. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I like to be just kind of live by my, be an example in life, I mean, I know I'm an asshole around here, but, like I said, I'm nice, but if I'm mean to you, you deserve that shit. But I just try to be, like there's hope for everybody. I mean, I was addicted severely for 30 years. And, I'm clean eight. Anybody, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's just how I live my life. Like anybody can do it. There's always hope.
Well, she says, I grew up with a drug dealer father. I was pretty much scared straight. Damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll do it.
that's how my
Yeah,
kids
I didn't have
are.
any dealers, but I definitely had some consumers in my family.
Yeah, none of my kids are addicts. I mean, I'm blessed beyond belief with how wonderful my children turned out. But yeah, they were basically scared straight too.
There is such a thing as like hereditary addiction,
Oh, for
strange enough.
sure.
But nurture definitely can override that. I mean, easily.
Yeah.
It just has to be the right circumstances. Lenny says, my father died from alcohol when I was 8. Oh my goodness, Lenny. Look, Lenny, not to be funny, but it seems like you have the worst damn luck in the world. Like, I'm so sorry.
Right.
He was the accountant at a state liquor store. It's a family issue. Oh, okay. So he just had cases of liquor at his disposal.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? I'm so sorry for your loss, Lenny. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Natalie says, yeah, way too much to
Go
live
ahead.
for. I'm just
Yeah.
reading some comments. I
Yeah.
have way
Yeah.
too
Go
much
ahead.
to live for. I happen to love my life. LOL. My kids and husband need me, so I had no choice but to get better. Every day is a struggle, but it's worth it. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, that's it.
Amen, Natalie. Yep. That's
And
what
really,
it is for me too, because I'm an only parent now. I can't, and that's my living amends every day. Because I did a lot of damage, and I can't live in guilt anymore. I have to just get up every day and stay sober
that's
as my
it.
living amends for my kids.
And
And
excuse my
you.
language, but motherfuck anybody who wants to criticize anybody's sobriety. I mean,
Yeah.
they can kiss the big ass in the sky for all I care. Like, I mean, that's the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
Hey, be
That
real.
don't even. Yeah. That don't even affect me. You're just a fool if you say, if you're like that. Yeah,
Natalie
so many
said,
good people.
sorry, go ahead. I hate to
No,
talk.
go ahead.
I'm
I
trying to
know.
get better at not talking over people. I suck
Yeah,
at this.
no, it's good. Go ahead.
Natalie says, it broke my femur. I didn't see the first part. I broke my femur in
Oh,
half and crammed it up. Shattered my hips and pelvis, both arms and my ribs and collarbone. Ooh, I had a broken
you
collarbone.
are.
My doctor told me a broken collarbone is the worst pain aside from giving birth because it's connected to every fucking nerve in your
Yeah,
body.
every move you make, every
Yeah, you
breath.
move your big
Yeah.
toe and it hurts your collarbone. It's crazy. I'm walking. I'm a walking miracle. It was all over the news too. 13 surgeries, 3 to go. Fully metal. You're robo.
Wow. Yeah, Robo Natalie.
You're robo, Natalie. Well, I'm glad you're with us. I mean, geez, um, how scary. I've had surgery before. It's terrifying.
I've
It's
had about, yeah, I've had about 20 general. I've been under general anesthesia like 20. I've had a lot of surgeries in my life. But yeah, there's a lot of walking miracles around. It's amazing. I love it.
And I mean, it's even more of a miracle, because I mean, I don't know how controversial this may be, but it seems like the good people are always the first to go, and the people that are just like the worst are just like cockroaches. It's the strangest thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
I mean, yeah, it's like my ex-husband, he wasn't a good guy, and, for my kids, I have, empathy for them, but I don't miss the guy. It's sad to say, but, I don't. He made my life hell for a long
Yeah,
time.
I heard you talking.
So,
I heard you talking on Brittany's. I didn't know all that, but yeah, I was
yeah,
listening. And
yeah.
fuck this guy.
So, yeah, and I'm good now. I'm in such a good place, so I'm cool. But and I think the people that have been through the most are the most like amazing people. If we're willing to learn from what we've gone through, we're amazing. We're amazing
Well,
people.
I mean, living life, it should be a humbling experience. If it's not, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. I
Peanut
mean,
peanut butter M&Ms for Be Real.
let's see. I'm making my way through. Hey, Sally Mae. If I didn't say hello, please forgive me. I'm
Yeah.
caught up in conversation, then I realize I'm 10 minutes behind in chat.
Yeah. Catch up.
I'm doing my best. Janelle Silver says, in 2019, I lost my younger brother at age 38, an addiction to heroin, OD'd laced with fentanyl. Oh man, yeah, we're raising his children and starting to see some similar behaviors starting to emerge in our 14-year-old niece. That's what I mean. There's no doubt. I mean, it's been scientifically proven that
Mm-hmm.
there is correlation genetically to, could be the
And
same exact addiction.
right. And couple that with losing a parent, it's has devastating effects, and it's really scary. I'm like I say, I'm blessed. I
Yeah.
wish you the best, Janelle. I really do.
Yeah, Janelle, what I would do is, first of all, give yourself a pat on the back for taking on such a huge responsibility. Um, Trust me, many, many families would have just schlepped that off to someone else. So
Right.
kudos
That's
to
a
you.
big.
And secondly, pat yourself on the back again for recognizing it instead of being just stuck in autopilot as a parent and not paying attention to the details of what's going on with your niece. So I think you got this. I mean, recognizing the issue at 14 is I see a heartbreaking thing there. I don't think it's heartbreaking. I think it's to your advantage. She has the rest of her life to live, and she's got you to depend on. So go you.
You know, I can't recommend enough. What changed my life really was I found a therapist who specializes in trauma.
Yeah.
And I've done amazing work for her. I mean, it's changed my life. I've been with her like 6.5 years, and she's amazing. So I mean, if there are therapists that specialize in trauma, and I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, the VA offers great resources for me in that way. Although sometimes I use Better Care. Like, believe me, they're not sponsored my crazy ass, but I use Better Care, the online app. Um,
Uh-huh.
and I've had incredible luck with that. I think part of the reason is I just don't give a shit. I don't hold back because I don't. This could be somebody just sitting in their apartment in Austin that's qualified to be a therapist. So why
Right.
hold back? They have no idea who I am. I don't know who they are. So it's like
Yeah.
it's almost easier than someone you have to see regularly to just vent and get
Right.
some
Right.
feedback.
Yeah, that's really cool. I never heard of that.
Troll says, Sinner, play this 30-second clip of Ert playing chess on these streets. Oh boy. Okay. Give me a sec. Let me see what I can do. First, I gotta find it in chat.
Yes, Sonny. Thank you. Thank you, A1. I see that. I see that message.
Shit. Troll, T-Roll, could you email or text that to me? I'll play it right now. I forgot. Someone did tell me make sure you play Troll's new video. I completely forgot. My bad.
Yeah, he's putting out some good ones.
Oh, speaking of being high, look, whilst I wait for that message from Troll, I'll show you this, guys. Everybody has that one high neighbor, right? I thought of Buzzy when I saw this. I want to share it with you. Everybody's got that neighbor that's out there fucking
Yeah.
sweeping the grass with their broom.
Yep.
Here we go. Check this out.
Cluckers.
Is that sharing? Yeah, it is. All
Yep.
right.
Thanks, Scottish Bluebell.
You get the idea. I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Right.
We got a hi
Ozone.
neighbor.
Yep. Hi, neighbor. Yeah, my place I'm at now is cool, but the last apartment building I lived in, oh my God. I mean, the neighbors were all wild. I remember one time I had one move in. Yeah, I had one move into me that day. There was a SWAT team at our building. I'm like, what's going on, man? They were moved in and moved out on the same day.
That's funny. Oh,
I'm
the
like,
same day the
wow.
U-Haul didn't even get returned. That's funny.
Like, yeah, they were.
Um,
It was crazy.
Headstone sent me an article about Isla Vista, California. Like 89 people, like 89 kids were arrested at a party. It's pretty fucking. It's pretty fucking funny
Whoa.
because that was my neighborhood when I first got out of the Marines. Well, it wasn't my first place. At first, I went to North Hollywood, and I was like, "Fuck this," and then I went up to Santa Barbara, and I enrolled in school, and I lived in Isla Vista, California. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Isla Vista, but it's a keg party. The whole thing is like an 8-block square radius, right on the beach. Over
Oh,
90 people were arrested. I mean, at this thing called Deltopia. See, I'm connected to this story in a funny way because when I lived out there, we made flyers. We were doing we would have a rave on the water where we just got our inner tubes and tethered everyone together. So we would make this fucking island of people.
yeah.
What could go wrong? I mean, I think there's still
Right,
people.
right.
I think
Did
there's
you have
still
the
people in litigation in lawsuits over it. My
did
name
you
was
have
on.
a cooler? Did you have a cooler and an inner tube
Oh,
full of
it was.
beer?
If you can imagine it, the rich kids from Los Angeles that were going to UCSB at the time, they spared no expense for this. So we literally built the fucking island that people were dancing on and shit. It was completely epic.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find something about it. Yeah, maybe I can show you.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to go when we go camping, we'd get a bunch of people and go tubing down the river, but we always had the inner tube with the cooler in it so that we had plenty of beer
I don't know
because it
what's
took about
happening.
2 hours.
My
What, can you
screen's-
hear me?
No,
Oh.
my screen's glitching out here. I don't know what the fuck is
Okay.
going on. I realize now I was zoomed in for those clowns, so I just
Oh,
disoriented.
Emmy's gonna have nightmares. Are you afraid of clowns, Emmy? Oh,
There's got to be a video of Flowtopia on I.
Flowtopia.
Oh yeah, there
I
is.
missed that
There
the
is.
first
There
time.
is. There are a couple. Let's see. This is from 15 years ago. I'm telling you that we did not play around. Like I not my proudest days, but like I'm sure there's video of me with a toga on out there somewhere. Let's see where I found it.
Fucking toga.
Let's see. I should be sharing. You guys should see it. Okay, let me just take it back to the beginning here.
There we go.
Partiers in Isla Vista took to the streets today for a modified version of Flowtopia. The Flowtopia event draws thousands of students to Isla Vista beaches each year, but the pollution and destruction left behind last year forced county parks to shut down the beach this year. Well, sheriff's deputies were on hand to make sure no one went to the beach, and so far, so good.
Well, so far, we're seeing a lot of compliance from the students and the Isla Vista residents in terms of our beach closure. And they're doing what we had expected, which is to have a street party.
Well, the crowd was good last night. I mean, only one incident. It was only really one incident. It was a bad incident, but it was only one out of 25, 30,000. It's all good.
Well, officials say last...
It is that many people, too. I
How
want to show
many?
you thousands. I mean, here's a better.
This weekend's Deltopia Street Party in Isla Vista could be an eye-opening experience for some. Tough rules will be in place and huge crowds are expected. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmentary joins us live. And John, the beach?
It's like, hey, Sinner, how did you become an alcoholic? I'm like, maybe I joined the Marines and then moved to Isla Vista afterwards. Like,
The Marines and Flowtopia.
I mean, do you see the fucking recipe for disaster that I set myself up for? I mean, thank goodness I stopped drinking. Like, seriously, what the fuck?
Will be off limits.
That's right, and what's going on here is while the beach will be off limits, all the streets in Isla Vista will still be open to the public. And as you recall last year, the crowd on Del Playa.
This is John Palmentary. He's a local newscaster and a charismatic character in the small village of Santa Barbara. He's always out. He's like always shaking hands. He's always got his makeup on. He's always got his suit on.
Yeah, he looks very done up.
He's such a good guy. He remembers everyone's name once he meets you. He's the guy about town. But there was this funny. I started trolling him in real life because anytime can you see the mountains behind him? The hills behind Santa Barbara, above Santa Barbara, often catch fire. And it was like every time there was a little fire, there was, John Palminteri was there with like a little fire behind him. It's like John, did you start that fire? So, so there was this big troll thing. When you saw him around town, it's like, John, stop starting fires. He was a good sport about
That's
it.
cool. That's
like,
cool. I love it.
You shouldn't be broadcasting the fire. Just turn around and stomp the fire out, John. What are you doing?
Right? Little bitty fire. It's probably a campfire back there. Some shit.
All right, I want to show you this, and then Troll did send me that link, so we'll watch the video he made.
Alone was about 15 to 18,000 for this Deltopia water event of sorts. But anyone down on the beach, even if you're down there just to jog, walk, or go surfing, will be violating a county ordinance. The last Flowtopia water event in Isla Vista was in 2009. It caught the county off guard. Thousands of young people were on the beach and in the water. It was an intoxicating event with dangerous conditions and a mess with both trash and human waste left behind.
Well, there goes my copyright. Oh well.
Oh boy!
Look at that shit. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Full sound systems. I mean,
it's sad that they had to trash the place, though. It's like that's why we can't have nice things,
We'll see that's why the locals just. I mean, the one of the mottos of Santa Barbara is keep LA 100 miles away because they hate people just coming and shitting in their community. But at the same time, when you're 21, this is like the craziest thing. I mean, it's fun. You don't realize the dangers of it. But most of them, the people that causing the trouble are rich kids from Los Angeles and San Francisco just going to UCSB. They don't give a shit.
Right. No.
They're the same kids that move and leave like a 50-inch flat screen TV just in the dumpster.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that happens a lot, like move out day, because people only can take so much with them, and in dorms and stuff like that.
Lamps, yep.
Yeah.
Watch just another few seconds of this. You can tell it's a long time ago because of the footage.
Music video shows massive crowd shots and plenty of drinking.
I know this is Emmy's nightmare. She doesn't like crowds.
Oh, okay.
From that came Deltopia, because beaches have been closed on this party weekend starting in 2010, as they will be this weekend by the Parks Department. But the unpermitted event was moved to Del Playa Drive, and some say even more people have shown up, many from out of town.
I came down here to obviously have fun, but my vision of having
my vision of having fun.
Yeah, dude.
Fun is not polluting this place.
At the beach today, some young people were kicking it in the sunshine and having beer and champagne. I asked them about the upcoming closure.
Why not just have a 40-ounce OE on the beach? Like, what the
heck? Right, yeah.
Of course, we recycle and we do our part, but,
Is alcohol allowed on this beach?
I don't know. I guess not, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, and I'm another out-of-townie, but, I have a lot of respect for this place.
One person admitted the fun can get risky very quickly.
When like people have too many drinks, they just get violent, they get rowdy,
And for those who know about both Flowtopia and Deltopia,
I think that's a good decision. Deltopia is a dangerous thing. I'm not going to say I don't participate, because I do.
One person didn't agree with the beach closure if the crowd.
It's a dangerous thing. I'm not going to say I don't participate, because I do. You're muted.
She's tanked too. Like
I know.
everyone. I remember now. Everyone in Isla Vista was just drunk all the time, and there was this great little. It wasn't a dispensary, and they didn't sell herb or anything, but it was a hemp store, hemp clothing, hemp hats.
Right.
It was called I can't remember what it was called, but the guy that owned it, his name was Al, and he would just like have the craziest house parties with like I don't know. There were a bunch of like movie stars kids go to UCSB, so it was just a really weird scene of just like a bunch of young people trying to act like they're big shot grown-ups.
Right.
But I think we've seen enough of that. We get the idea.
Yeah.
But that just went down again, I guess a couple weeks ago, and like almost 90 people were arrested.
Cool.
All right, let me
Man, the best.
video up.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying the best?
No, the best. I think the best time that I had, throughout my life is we used to go when I was married, when the kids were little, and we used to go to. There was a Grateful Dead reunion at a campground, like a couple hours from our house, and it was so cool. I mean, it just vibing music. I mean, half the people are tripping. People got pickup trucks full of nitrous tanks. I mean, that kind of scene. But I'll tell you what, that scene was, oh my God, I got the funniest story for that. But anyway, that place when we left was spotless. I mean, everybody made sure everybody cleaned up after themselves,
That's always been our motto. I've been to Burning Man Festival a few times, and I learned a lot about how to treat the earth when you're partying like that. It's amazing what they do at Burning Man. Leave no trace is the motto, and we took that. We would party in the mountains of Santa Barbara. We pitched in and got a sound system from Guitar Center, 10,000 watts JBL. I mean, shit was bumping, and we would just take it to the mountains and find a spot. And word of mouth was typically the how you found out about it. Big shot DJs from LA would show up. Sometimes one of us playing records. But it was always lively. But in the morning, when we loaded up all the sound system, we patrolled that whole area and cleaned every single last cigarette butt, piece of gum.
People going over the grass and over the everywhere. People walking around.
Zoe gets it. No moop, no matter out of place.
Oh, no moop. Okay.
Zoe gets it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've just always been the, leave it how you found it or better,
Sure,
So
I'm with that 100%.
Judy followed the Dead around for a summer. I always wanted to, but
I got to see them in Columbus in high school, and that was soon before Jerry passed, and I don't know, I wasn't in the right headspace for it. I didn't take it seriously. But here I am years later, and I have a fucking Grateful Dead tattoo on my calf, so there's that.
Hey, wait, did you say you have a dancing bear?
I do, yeah.
I do too. I have it on my shoulder blade.
Oh, that's cool.
It's yellow, but I've
got a purple dancing bear with red roses circling it.
Yeah, I got a yellow one with a red rose, but I saw their last show at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my husband worked for a plastics company, and he had all this plastic tubing, so he made a bunch of bongs.
Oh boy.
And we sold bongs, and it was crazy. The parking lot is the best part.
That was the most eye-opening experience to a 16, 17-year-old kid as I was at the time. It's like, it's a fucking swap meet. It's a full marketplace.
It is. I mean, we got all kinds of cool shit. We got a cool big ass bag of mushrooms for a bong. We traded everything. Got some dream catchers. Yeah.
I was completely sober there. I think maybe I took a puff off of Jay. But everything in the world was available. So, I mean, to me at that time, I was still sort of naive. It was terrifying. I was just like, these people are crazy.
It is crazy.
By the end of the night, nothing bad happened. The anticipation of something bad happening with all of that going on was what weighed on me. And then when nothing bad happened, in fact, the vibe and mood got better and better and more friendly as the night went. So it was just like, oh, okay, we're safe. Everything's good,
Yeah. It's definitely a cool vibe.
Sinan has a pink Grateful Dead bear on her ankle.
Yeah.
I've got a funny story. My Grateful Dead tattoo I got with a couple of buddies. One of them got one on their head. It was the Grateful Dead album cover with the character smushing the ice cream cone on his head.
Oh, where on his head?
On the side of his head, on like where the target would be on a crash test dummy. You can't see it. You can't see it because he's got hair, but he's gonna regret that shit.
Yeah, when he loses that hair, right? Is he gonna lose his hair? I wonder.
I mean,
wow.
Or when it thins and grays, you're gonna be able to see it through there. And like, did you want to do laser removal on your fucking head?
Oh no.
That's
Oh
that's a
no.
hard pass.
That's gotta be painful because there's no no flesh there, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. I just want to take take a minute to promote my channel. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please consider doing so. Double check to make sure you're subscribed because about 40% of the people that watch my live streams aren't subscribed. So come on, haters. I mean, you don't have to like me to know that I'm telling you the truth. And also memberships are available. If you're feeling generous or want to take part in building the channel along with me, please do that.
Yeah.
I get people get a hard time for promoting their channel. I have a product.
I don't
here.
see why. I don't
Yeah,
see why. That's weird to me. I promote it, you know? That's what we're doing here, right? I mean, that's what you do when you make a channel. That's what your whole purpose is.
Yeah,
Not
I
whole
mean,
purpose, but
it should be a clear indicator to anyone involved that when you monetize your channel, then you're
right.
marketing your product. That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. Like, what's the problem?
There's a lot of, and all the shaming about it and people making fun of you are like the biggest grifters.
It couldn't be more true. Oh, thank you,
that
lady.
make
Became a new
sense.
subscriber. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I'm just fucking blown away recently by the pocket watching. Like, who in the world is pocket watching my little channel? Like, well, are you serious, guys?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Well,
QB's
some
over there. You guys
people,
all know.
yeah.
Melissa
Whoops.
super chatted me $3.99 super chat the other day, which I'm grateful for. Shit, $400. That's, like I said, that's a significant amount of money for my broke ass. So thank you. But then I got Queen Bee over there saying, I'm gonna teach her how to reverse those charges. I'm gonna show her. Like, what is going on here? What am I like? Come on, man. What? Like, listen, that would be wild to, you know, and to take instruction from a fucking, you know what she is.
I
mean,
know.
it's just so weird.
But her problem is she wants all the money everywhere. She wants it all.
So fucking weird. So fucking weird.
I don't care what you got in your pocket. I care what I got in my pocket. That's it.
Well, thanks, Irish. Gifting on her birthday. Look at that. Billy Jones received. Billy Jones. Billy Jones.
What is pocket watching, SG? It's when people are watching your money in your pocket.
Yeah, like QB will sit over there with nodding out with her hivesters in her Discord and watch my live stream, and they'll add up how much money I made and they'll ridicule it. It's fucking bizarre. That's why it's part of the reason I'm like, and I know it's a grifty thing to do, but I was doing sarcastically by setting, you know, super chat goals. It's like a big middle finger. But I try not to do that all the time because I don't want to seem like I'm mining my subscribers and members for money.
Yeah.
Because that's not what I'm doing. I'm just going live, and if you like it, if you got a lot of money, send me a fucking lot of money. If you don't have any money, don't send anything at all. If you need a few bucks, and maybe I can send you 10 bucks. That's how I feel about it. I'm not here. I'm not here to turn people upside down.
You're not shaking people down. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no need to do that. If you have confidence in what you're doing, you don't have to do any of that. But you should promote your shit. You should promote your product.
Exactly. And, you know, if you have a legal fund you've had running for 2 years, maybe you should sit down.
Yeah, you have no right talking about anything. Like counting my pennies over here.
Kills me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
B-roll says crazy.
Crazy.
Zoot says QBL, it's also unreasonable. QB doxing sinner's name while excuse me, while identifying sorry, I'm coughing. Let me get a drink of my water.
Whole maybe she meant whole identity, or I'm not sure. How to report doxing. Yeah.
Will you read that for me? I'll get a drink.
Yep. So it's also unreasonable. QB doxing sinner's name while something by saying how to report doxing. Yeah. Our minds are all blown by her deranged, full-on, insane concept of fairness or truth. Insane. It is absolutely insane, Zoots. I mean, yeah. Always. You're welcome, Billy Jones. Enjoy. I'm glad to see you're here. You got it.
Yeah, that's very cool. Hey, Yvette, thanks so much for being here. Oh my goodness, happy birthday, Irish. There you go.
All right. Yes, thank you.
Yes, we are all very lucky to have Irish with us on her birthday. I heard her. I heard her yapping away over on Brittany J's, and I was like, I wonder if she'll do the breakfast show with me. So I'm so grateful she showed up and did. Um, and that was before I knew it was her birthday. Do you have a Cash App, Just Irish?
I do. It's on my channel.
Can you
Um,
can you
you
put?
want?
Can somebody get that Cash App and drop it in the chat? If anybody wants to send her a birthday present, fucking do that shit.
I have a link tree in my description.
Okay, cool. If somebody wants to share
Thank
that,
you.
cutting time
That's
out of the
nice of
day to
you.
come join us. For
Oh
sure.
yeah,
I mean,
no.
everyone's so generous. Everyone's always so generous to my channel. I mean, I could just say for the day, don't send me anything.
Oh,
Let's brighten up Irish's day.
that's really, really, really kind of you. I love
Hey,
you all
summer.
too. Truth Seeker, yeah. There's so many good people in here. I
I
just love
know.
it.
I know. I'm like I try not to talk about it too much because I don't want to jinx myself. But I got some of the best fucking people in this niche of the community of YouTube in my chat often. And not only that, but
Yeah,
the other people who don't really want to publicly become involved are emailing me support. Um,
right,
Defecting members of the hive are emailing me, which of course I always approach with caution. But there's all kinds of
right,
things going on. There's all kinds of things going on. So many of us are going through terrible shit, and people. Uh, I don't want to dissuade anyone from emailing me, but I get emailed all this information about so many people, and there's so many people going through things that I think we just need to be
more
at
aware of
least
the
at least here,
priorities.
like
Yeah,
be just super compassionate because you just really never know what someone's going through. All
right,
of us are struggling with something, whether we talk about it or not.
right. Yeah, and I'm the type, like the last place I'll talk privately with my core group of people, but it's like, a lot of things. I'm very open about stuff, but if you're going through something, it's not the best place to share it here. If you're, because there's
I
people out
would.
there that'll run with that shit, man.
I know it. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at here, but the link was sent, so let's have a look. A trust troll
Yeah.
investigates judgment. So let's have a look. Hey, Sunnyside. All right, let's have a look here. Bing bong.
You always got to think ahead.
Yeah, like playing chess. You gotta think, well, if I move here, what
Hold
can
on, let
they
me go back to the
counteract
beginning. I
with?
think it was ahead a little bit.
You always got to think ahead.
Yeah.
Always got to think ahead. I can't
Uh-huh.
disagree with that. I can't disagree with that though. I mean, don't you?
Got to see around corners, man.
Yep. Remember those glasses back in the 80s where they had the mirrors where you could see behind you?
No.
Oh, they were so cool. There were these sunglasses on the outer edge on the inside, facing your eye. They were little mirrors, like moving mirrors, so
Ah,
you could see behind you. It's
we
like the
need
most
those in Milwaukee, man.
the most irrational product ever. They were fucking useless. Why not just turn around? It's just the
Yeah.
weirdest shit ever.
Yeah, like playing chess.
Like
You gotta think, well, if I move here, what can they counteract with? And, you've got to really study the board before you start moving pieces around.
I play chess on this platform all the time with people.
Do you play chess?
Oh God.
Man, this just sucks. To hear.
In general, no. But on this platform, I do. With
Do
people.
you?
Wow.
So
You want to know something
gross.
crazy? I still really like Earth. I mean, my beef was very specific. It sucks to hear anybody say that. My goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
Grain has been a
I'll
member
just.
for 5 months. Grain has been a member. That's pretty much as long as I've been going live. That's awesome.
Yep.
Don't back
Yep.
down, but stay in the lines. Heart. Yes, trust me. That's why I didn't go live last night.
Yeah.
I had people in my ear saying, maybe just log off for the night. And I said, fuck you. And then I
Yeah.
logged off for the
And
night.
that was what we were pointing out on Brittany's panel. It's like we're actually like friends here, like if something's happening or someone's melting down, I'm going to go to my friend and be like, hey, maybe just not, or, maybe shut the stream down or maybe, not do it. That's what a friend does. But Clue and Fetus are just like pushing this dude and amping him up.
Yeah,
it's like total exploitation. And he don't care that he's being exploited. He knows it. There are super chats going off over and over and over. It's like the whole thing was just disgusting.
It was so bad that I won't do it here. I won't show any of that here. It was so bad. And the things that he said, like I said, we could talk about this. I mean, this specifically is just part of, the pop culture that this fucking shit show has become. Like I said, was it you? Someone said to check this out. Someone sent me messages, said, check this out. Seth is going to be on the lab.
Yeah. And, that was me.
I always watch Josh because I've formed such a high opinion of him. I was just like, fuck. First of all, I thought I don't envy this guy whatsoever in doing this, not having to do it, but doing it. And then I was just like, how is he going to handle it? How is he going to navigate this?
Yeah.
And he did it. It was just swimmingly.
He did it with class. Yep.
Yeah.
And I really admire Josh. I was really misinformed about a lot of things with Josh. And, it was kind of a joke because one day I popped into his chat and I finally started chatting and I was like, because I thought, well, I gave Brittany a chance and I really am happy about it, so I'm going to try. And she speaks highly of Josh. So I started watching Josh again, and that was after the Chernobyl's child joke in Brittany's chat that one day, because we're like, man, she grew up like around a toxic waste dump, and Josh comes through with Chernobyl's child. I still die. I still die when I hear that. So I sent him I don't know if it was just a message or a super chat I sent him. I said, you know what? I used to not like you, Josh, but you won me over with Chernobyl's child. And he read it.
That's hilarious. So like 3 Mile Island.
Yeah. 3 Mile Island. Yeah, we were talking. I said something about 3 Mile Island. I'm like, she grew up on 3 Mile Island.
Let's see. I just want to touch on, I can't find it now, but Troll investigates. She says she's not to be trusted. Look, I was not speaking about trust, friend. I was saying I still like her. I mean, I still wish her goodwill. I hope she's doing well. I know that she does. Listen, the YouTube shit is the YouTube shit. I think she in real life is, got time on her hands. She takes care of her family. I know who she is as a person. She's not a terrible person. She just has a knack for sounding like amazingly menacing.
I think it's a lot of it's an act. I think it's a lot of it's an act.
It's an act, or if it's just like a side effect of the intensity. You know what I mean? Of what she's trying to relay. But as far as trust goes, I barely trust myself. You guys, are you kidding me? Like, I'm at a spot now where it's just like I'm just an observer. Like, I mean, as far as trusting, that's way too difficult to get into. I call it a healthy distrust.
Yeah, exactly. And like what happened with me, whatever, a month ago with the crazy one, that put me in check, man. That was a hip check for life, and it's like, like, whoa, you got to check yourself, girl. You can't be trusting people like that so fast, Yeah,
I'm captain of that ship as well. But I've learned some quick lessons here pretty fast. So
yeah, but my thing with that is, you know what? I've taken a lot of chances and let a lot of people in, on and off, YouTube or whatever. And sometimes it turns out really bad. But I've also got really good people in my life, and I wouldn't have if I hadn't let them in, So it's a really.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop taking chances on people that I think deserve a chance. So, I mean, even if like you were saying, you were misinformed about Josh. So was I. I was also misinformed about Brittany J. I mean, it was just this ongoing narrative that she was a bad channel. People actually told me, you don't, blah 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 blah. And then I went and saw for myself whenever QB just started victimizing her like she does people. And I was just like, the fuck
hell no. Yeah.
What are people talking about? Of course, the first few times that I was in chat and Seth comes in the chat, I feel uneasy because I don't want to have any closeness to cases. I mean, I have no,
Right.
I feel like as though I'm the only one that doesn't want to be anywhere near a case.
Right.
Because I don't feel qualified to even fucking talk about it most of the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just
It's
wish
just
the best
kind
for
of
everyone.
inviting. Yeah, it's just kind of inviting trouble, and it's he's got good people around him, and I'll just trust that,
Yeah.
And
I mean, if
I
I
say
could be
hi to him, and
helpful, if I could be helpful, I would be. But I can't imagine. I mean, unless you need a thumbnail done, I'm not sure how you can help the situation at all.
yeah. Well, I do it, because Brittany's such a big supporter of his. I do it by trying to support Brittany. Like yesterday was horrible for her, and she said, "Well, you can come up on panel if you want," because I messaged her to see how she was doing, and I felt. And at the end of the stream, she had said, she's like, I was really, I'm in a much better mood than I was when we got up here. And I was like, mission accomplished for us ladies up there helping her. That's how I support. That's how I support,
Yeah, that's the best way to support. And
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't have the same experience with my live stream yesterday. I left my live stream more pissed off than I started it.
Yeah, but you get down on yourself, and we have emotions, man. And we feel you. We feel you.
The shit that's being said about me is so grossly untrue, and I have no way to combat it.
Exactly. You can't prove a negative.
It's bizarre. If there were any receipts, they have. I mean, QB. Here I am again. I know you're just waking up, but you can cut. I'll give you a link. I'll email you a link if you just email me and tell me you want to come up here. I would bring any receipt about anything that you've ever said about me. Every single thing has been a fucking lie, and I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. As far as destroying her channel, she's doing a great job on her own.
Yeah, she's burning it down
at this point. When she does something cross, that bitch is getting struck. If she does what she keeps doing, she's going to lose her channel, and I'm hoping that occurs by June. She fucking knows it. She knows what I'm talking about, and she's gonna ignore it and pretend it's Cindy Simpson, little lemon dick over here.
Right.
Fuck all that noise. She just needs to sit her fucking ass down and shut her fucking mouth. Like she's never gonna do any. She can't do shit to me. She's all bark, no bite. I haven't broken any laws. I've never doxed anybody. In fact, I always say this, and it seems amazing. People don't believe me. I've never doxed anyone in my entire life. If I have done that, please bring your receipts.
Right.
I mean, to my next live stream, and then go in the chat and say, "Hey, I'm here with receipts," and I'll give you a link. I promise, no fucking buddy showing up.
Right.
Because it never.
Well,
happened.
yeah, she was that clip, that troll, or that video that troll made. In the beginning, she's like, "Oh yeah, Irish, I calling my police department. I'll call yours too. I'm gonna call yours. Yeah, go ahead, District 6, Milwaukee, bitch. Call him."
She does. Well, she said the same thing about me, but she doesn't know where the fuck I live. She's lying to people and telling them that my parents told her where I live. Like, that is the biggest fucking your ass lie I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Shout out to no disrespect, man.
It's like you threatened to drive the 3 hours to my house, and said I wouldn't interrupt you. I wouldn't be involved in your custody case. She said, over your dead body. That's what she said. So yeah, I filed a report.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
it's insane of her. It's insane of her, especially when she's like, "Oh, and so drove by some." No, her people drive by people's houses. Beer Can Island, Davis fam. The list goes on. Who knows what we don't know about? You know what I mean? Fuck all those people, dude.
I know. It's a joke at this point. For at least for me. I mean, but she's not calling me a pedo or a predator all the time. I mean, I've sent you.
That's the worst thing the world to be called. I mean, and you know what that is? Where I'm from, those are fighting words.
Oh yeah. Oh, but that's like I've said before.
That's a legal term, by the way.
Yeah.
So hey, dumpster woman over there, Rebecca, you better watch your fucking mouth, lady. That's all I can say about that. I mean, you're already fucked, but I mean, now what you're doing is you're putting yourself in danger, and you're putting me in danger physically by fucking calling me these words. If you're okay with that, then game on, bitch. Then game the fuck on. But one thing that never happened is nobody ever stalked anybody in your family. You're a fucking liar, and you know it. You also have no idea where the fuck I live. Listen, you're just a liar. That's all you are, Queen Bee. Just go sit in that stinky little room, hit go live, and fucking lie to everybody else. Makes no difference to me. You're your own worst enemy. That's my soapbox. That's my soapbox rant for this morning. I'll leave it there. She can kiss
for sure
all the asses.
All the asses.
Hey, Judy, thanks for being here. But yeah, Brittany's stronger than people believe, and of course, I'm always rooting for her.
Yep. Hey, TJ. Thank you, Boston.
What's up, Spudler?
Yeah. Hi, Spudler. You know, like I say all the time, this is how people act. Like violent people. This is how they act when they can't get their hands on you.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And in my case, they can't do shit to me, and they fucking know it. I'll say it again, QB. You're all fucking bark and no bite. You can't do a damn thing to me because I haven't done anything wrong. Funny how that works. Conversely, you've been defaming me for over a year, and you're gonna be held accountable for that. I promise you. I know that's frustrating for you, but that's just the facts. Right?
Well, you know, this is all fueled by years of doing people dirty, and that shit's haunting them. You know, like when am I getting my payback? You know, it's not nipping at their heels.
Yeah, they know it's coming.
Yeah, they know something bad's gonna happen. You know, I'm not saying that because I don't give two shits about doing anything to any of these people, but there's crazy people out there.
I don't think people should have taken sides in this case. In those cases, how could I agree with you more? I mean,
I really think that's what I really think YouTube made that wedge. You know, Seth and Chris and Katie.
No question about it. I mean, the camps, the BHP's camp and the Hives camp they're just mortal enemies in this, you know, this crazy YouTube world that we live in. And, you know, one of them latched onto one side, the other latched onto the other. And I don't know how controversial this may be, but I don't think it mattered at the beginning which side the camps took. They just latched onto one, and now it's just a game to see who was right. It's fucking bizarre, man.
It's whoever could score one of the parents first.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad.
But I mean, I will say, after what I saw last night, my opinions are more solidified. I'm not ready to share them publicly. Because my main thought, and all I have to say publicly about it, in addition to what I've said already in the past, is let's hope Sebastian finds his way home today, like before it gets dark today. That would be fantastic. I mean, and that's what my hopes are. The rest of it is just, what can you say? It's difficult to even get involved in the dialogue. I will say the way that Chris Proudfoot spoke to Brittany J last night was completely unacceptable. And I know people are going to say, well, Sinner, you talk to women, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen, if you're going to call me a pedo and you're going to say that, you know, all these terrible things about me, stolen valor, I beat women, all being completely, absolutely false, then you're going to get spoken to however the fuck I want to speak to you. It's not like you get some kind of protection because you don't have a penis. Like, if you say vulgar things about me, expect them back. No, should I be more responsible and adult and take the high road? Sure, absolutely I should, but I don't. And sometimes it's because I'm pissed, and sometimes it's because I'm purposely wanting to let her know that I have absolutely zero fucking respect for her as a human being. You know, so I just have to, you know, balance that.
It is. It's constant. Life is constant balance. It is. It's, you know, I struggle with it all the time, you know, keeping balance in my life. And it's, you know, it's a lifelong thing.
Oh, shit. What is she's talking about? It says, so the judge says that he has been threatened and has to move the hearing to another courtroom, add a new judge. What the fuck?
Betty threatened the judge. on a live
So she's
stream.
been awake for hours. Oh, BHB's in court. Oh, so she's over there just fucking daydreaming about being BHB again, huh? Damn, Rebecca, get a fucking life, lady. But also, Emmy Headstones, I will say that you said she's been awake for hours. Is she ever really awake? I mean, let's be honest. Like my thumbnail says, let's keep it real. Is that bitch ever really awake?
Yeah.
She's only a quarter coherent.
Slurry.
Yep. You know what I'm saying, baby?
It's like, addiction, people can hold it together for a long time, but then when it starts unraveling, there's no stopping that train, man. When people are noticing, you got a problem, dude. You got a problem.
And just absolute denial. And just listen, it's like we all know, lady, we all know that you're fucking completely unemployed. I mean, you're just a YouTube welfare recipient, and you're just sitting there like you're panhandling on the internet when you don't even like. She wouldn't have the courage to get a piece of cardboard and write anything helps and go stand on the street because she's
above that.
She could not look someone in the eye as she begged.
Right.
She has no fucking problem doing it, and she won't even show her face. And look, $250,000 later, here the fuck we are in fucking Goofy land. I mean, she still hasn't shown her. She won't look the people that sent her $250,000 in the eye. Do you hear what I'm saying? That is fucking bananas to me. That is,
and then she was saying
in some way. It's like
she was saying
the hand of the person that they gave you that much money.
She was saying on one of her streams that someone sent me a clip about how she doesn't cam up because she's protecting her family and her household. Then proceeds to she puts a fucking cam slip up of me in my house. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
You make no sense. Yeah, you make no sense,
What she's doing is protecting her financial interest is what she's doing.
Right.
She's a fucking liar. But I mean, we don't have to make this all about her. We already fucking know what a trash bag she is. Keep calling me those names, Rebecca. Keep calling me those names. Each clip is. I mean, I've got a compilation of how fucking sloppy you are, like you wouldn't believe. I also want to clear this up. She's such a fucking liar that she's over there saying, "I got every link of everything you ever." I don't delete anything. I was so listen. I was equally as offended of her saying that as other things she said about me. Because look, I don't hide exactly what the fuck my opinion is ever. If you go through all my videos, many of them are about her. They're all true and they're all pointed, and I stand on every single fucking video. There was one video that I took down, Irish, just one. And that was
I know, and that was out of respect.
Clue's pedo ex-husband, and I took that one down.
You did a poll
because no, I didn't do a poll. I had Deets do a poll.
Yeah, Deets did a poll. Yeah,
and then they dismissed that as being orchestrated, and it was not. It was absolutely organic. I just popped in there, and I think it was. Fuck, what's her name? The one that narrated the racism from Clue, Chasing. It was Chasing that commented that, she wasn't triggered, but the video could be triggering to people, or something about it didn't represent what my intent was. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. If you guys are secretly talking about how you don't like this video, even though you've all watched it a dozen times.
Yeah.
Like, let's take a poll, and, if you guys are against it, then I'll take it the fuck down right now. And that's the only video I've ever taken down on my own. Now, there are a handful of shorts and a couple of videos that Queen Bee, out of embarrassment of me being so accurate in my describing her in these videos, she had them taken down. The reason she had them taken down is for using her fucking mugshot that she uses herself. So I mean, it's just a game, you know what I mean? And there's no way, unless I go on Twitter, and I don't really fuck with Twitter too often, there's no way to relate to YouTube. No, bitch, this is her photograph. The same thing with Davis Fam's video yesterday. She got mad that I used her photo. That's a screenshot from her live stream from a live that's still up on YouTube. How could you be more public than that?
Right.
But they're weasels, and they figured out how to do this third party
Right. Well, they just show their weakness when they do that. And you know what? Like you said, you don't take shit down. You know why? Because the truth ain't never scared.
I don't
You
even
know?
take. I mean, the only thing I'll take down is occasionally if I promote someone's live stream on my community page and it's long past and there's like 5 or 6 likes on it, I just get it out of there to stop the clutter because the live's over. You know, what good is it to promote something? Because I don't know. That's the only thing I'll delete. Anything that I put up, like I leave it, and so it's insulting to me that yet again she's trying to make an attempt
She's
diminishing my
implying that
character and
you're
making it look like I hide stuff or I'm secret.
right.
No. Exact opposite. I'm right here on Front Street looking you in the eye, Rebecca, and telling you that you're a fucking absolute piece of shit. And you have a way to redeem and prove that you're not by bringing receipts for any of the negative things that you've said about me. Because we both know there are no receipts and you're a big fucking liar. So, I mean, we're dancing.
Yeah. You know, there's only one way it ends for people like that, you know? She's already starting to lose lose stuff in her life. It's just, it's just the progression of her problem, you know?
I've seen it exactly. She's become a cautionary tale of how not to live your life, how not to be a mother, how not to be a YouTuber, how
not to be a person.
Yeah. What's the technical term for people from Illinois, like Illinoisian or what? I don't know what they call them.
I have no idea.
She misrepresents the great state of Illinois, much the same way as 5-gallon head Clue misrepresents the great people of Tennessee. And then we got Granny watching. Granny's watching. She's misrepresenting the great state of Pennsylvania. I mean, these people are Granny, I take personal because I'm from Pennsylvania, and you're making my people look crazy, bitch. What are you doing?
Yeah.
We're not all like that, I promise you.
I love that comment yesterday that you're from Pennsylvania, and so is Nick the Hat. It's like,
oh my God,
no.
So is Hall.
13 million.
So is Molly Golightly. Oh my God, it's all connected, man.
13 million people in Pennsylvania.
Wait till they find out that Molly Golightly is my cousin, dude. It's game over.
Oh, all related.
But here's the real plot twist. So is Johnson.
Oh, yeah? And Granny. Yep. Granny, too? No, Granny's that cousin. Granny's that cousin nobody likes.
Granny's not related. Okay. I'm related to Hong by marriage, though. So
you're okay. Got it. Yeah, well, he was awful to Hong yesterday too. I mean, unacceptable, dude. Wow.
I'm gonna read some of these. It says they're saying over there that the judge recused himself because in a live a while ago, BHP threatened the judge by saying the judge better kiss his grant. I don't think a judge is. I don't think a judge is good. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I mean, not that I don't believe you, Linda. I'm saying I don't believe what they're saying.
I saw that live stream.
Yeah, I don't watch that shit, man. But I usually
she didn't. That was back when I was still watching Turn Post.
Turn Post. You like that?
And, yeah, she had that clip, and she was not kind to the judge and his family. So she said some stupid shit.
Look, I make no qualms about the fact that Betty's a wild person. Like, and she's said and done things I completely don't disagree with. But I mean, if you were to ask her, there's probably things that I've done here. I made videos, so like I don't think there's any love lost in me saying that. But I mean, I'm gonna reiterate, and I'm not angry today. So like, I mean it. I honestly believe that BHB is a better person than Queen Bee.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Just in general, I mean, they both can be really mean and stuff, but Queen Bee takes the cake. I mean, she's an actual fucking demon from the pits of hell.
Yeah.
I can't. So unnatural to have so much hate and disgust, and then God gave her that voice. Like, that voice. You know what that voice is? That voice is a fucking It's a red flag and warning sign to anyone.
Yeah.
If you sit around and listen to that too long, then you didn't heed the warning, and it may be too late.
Thank you, Spudler and Nanny. So I don't know. Did Betty go to jail or what? That's what we. BHB. No, well, okay, Tugs. Okay, I hear you. I heard what you said. I don't know if that's considered a threat or not. I mean, it's, you know, she wasn't kind about it.
It's a bananas thing to say. We can all agree on that. I'm not co-signing
Yeah.
saying that, but I mean, much like fucking 70% of everything the BHB says, it gets so fucking twisted up that
Yeah.
by the time it gets to
Yeah.
us, it's just like it's bastardized, and we don't even know what her intent was. You have
Well,
to listen to her say it. I mean, but she does have a history of saying fucking whoa kind of shit, you know.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah. So, I
but
mean,
no more
I
so. I mean, less so than Rebecca over there. I mean,
oh yeah.
is there even a debate? I would love to have that
No.
debate. I
I
really think
mean,
QB is a far worse person, and plus you add into at least at the current moment, BHB is not hurting any children. You know what I mean? So if she's fucking anyone else up, if she's
yeah.
hurting anyone, it's herself, which is terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Village, we must have heard that song. Oh, the Galesburg. I was reading Judy's comment, but yeah, I don't. I think that Betty's, you know, I think she gets wound up and she says things that can be easily misconstrued. Is what I think goes on.
Oh yeah.
You know, people always twist it more. You know, like it's already borderline, and then you know
I will.
people get a hold of it.
Look, I will take a shot at Betty though, and I don't know if she listens to my program here, but um, I think it's really funny that fuck. How do I say this and still be nice? I'll just say it. It's funny that how she gets details of cases wrong so often, but whenever she's talking about QB, like she's like low key, like 80-90% accurate. Like she knew about the car shit
Yeah,
before anybody.
yeah.
She knew about the trouble at home before anybody. Like she is on it. You know what I mean? And
The
like
thing,
she'll say something a month before everyone else knows it, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's BHB being crazy."
yeah,
She's making shit
exactly.
up, and then a month later, we find out she was right, and this keeps
Yeah,
happening over and over again.
and
So
it's
it's
like we were all just way to the point where we just started discounting anything she said because she was wild for a while, and it's like
exactly,
I
and I
just
think we
didn't
go back
even.
and listen. Go back and listen, and she
Yeah.
was fucking. Even though the delivery was crazy, the substance was, more accurate than any of us thought.
Um, Great. I know I saw it on Burnt Toast channel, so it would be there. I don't know when, but that's where I saw it. The clip of what we're talking about.
Narco said, this is in reference to the video of Clue's
Yeah.
pedo ex-husband. Um, he said, I would not have taken the video down. You know, I was just trying to be a team player. That's when the HOA was really cranking, and I was respecting the
The community.
order of
Yeah.
things. Yes, and I, just out of it, and no one asked me to do it. It's completely candid and just off the cuff. Like I didn't. First of all, just randomly saw that she was live. Nothing was planned. Of course, they were like, "Oh, and the HOA made Sinner take a video." What? Like
No.
how can you
Yeah,
misrepresent
I
what
was
occurred
there.
there? Like, in a public? I mean, there were
Yeah.
hundreds of people watching.
Yeah, I
And
was
then
there, and
someone came in that chat.
that's.
What were you there? Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was. Yeah, you're told. It did totally. Yeah,
The last
TJ.
couple days,
Yeah.
though, I almost put it back up last night because I was so fucking annoyed with Clue. But I was just like, that's gonna not be well received. But I watched
Right.
it again last night, and I'm telling you that 5-gallon head slug of a human being was married to the devil, and many people think that she protected
Yeah.
it. I'm one of those people.
Yeah. She tells
Um,
this. She tells the story. She tells the story that she's the one that turned him in. That not really
No,
how
her
that
mother
happened.
did. Her mother did. And in any case, I'll say this. The reason I made that video is because she was calling Seth Rogers a pedo, flat out. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, that's
Mm-hmm.
insane with the history that you have. Here's why else I made that video. And I'm not sure if I've publicly spoken about this, but at this point, who the fuck cares, really? I found it a very strange correlation that her ex-husband, this Steven Svetson guy, just shares a name with members of the marriage shares potential relations to the Proudfoots through marriage. And he was put in prison for the most unspeakable crimes against children. It's all documented. He's under lifelong, but the correlation between the timing of him being released from prison, which was 2 days after Sebastian went missing, really was alarming to me. Of course, I'm a conspiracy,
Yeah.
In my own personal life, I'll think of every scenario. Of
Right.
course, I could be absolutely wrong about this, but I was sort of I made that video to plant the seed to make people have a look at it, because I was like, wait a minute, this
Right.
doesn't add up. Now, I know Troll doesn't trust Earth, and I haven't spoken with her since we've had, I guess it's a falling out. But I did discuss this with Earth. I was just like, do you think there's any connection to the? I mean, what are the odds of this guy getting out of prison with the crimes that he's committed? It just sat weird with me. Of course, nothing's come of it. And the man's on
Right.
lifelong supervision, although I don't know how you find out where someone is. But he's on a list. I mean, the judge ordered
Probably
lifelong.
look up Megan's Law.
Yeah,
If
I
you
mean,
look
I'm not
up
looking for the guy. I'm really not
Right.
looking
No.
for the guy. I was just curious as to whether or not anyone looked at the man in the way of the crime, if there was a crime.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
because of the closeness, and like he was let out of prison in Tennessee, and he's from the Carolinas, just like the Proudfoots, and I was just like, this is all so fucking weird, man. And of course, I'm not saying I'm not, and I will say, like, I typically don't say in my opinion or allegedly, and that's what I'm going to say here, because I have no way of proving this. It was just like a gut feeling. It felt awkward to me, you know. But let there be no question about it. Clue was married to the devil. I mean, if you want to Google the man's name, it's terrifying and triggering what you'll find.
Yeah, and I think what triggered you the most, because it triggered me, is how she was talking about how good she is at reading people.
That's
she knew that
it. She said she had a radar for people like that. Well, if you had a radar for someone like that, then you know who you married, then, asshole. Or else you don't have a radar for that kind of thing. That's the fact. And that's exactly what my intent was. Also, I wanted to let everyone know that there's a creep that's closely associated to this community who is the devil. I mean, he had images, thousands of images. Not only was he collecting them, but he's also trading them. And there was also physical.
I believe he was creating them too. Yeah,
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of children as young as, I think they said
18
months old.
Yeah. Hey, Kim and Chaina.
So I mean, that's clues, people.
Yeah.
And then you add in the fact that she's a fucking just sloppy human being and a fucking racist. And she's living with a man who's married. Like, there's nothing good about her. She's a demon.
Her mouth, and what she chooses to talk about constantly is alarming. I mean, it's weird how everything is sexualized. Everything. Like,
she's one of the most repulsive human beings I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
And I really mean that.
Yeah, me too.
I guess it sounds like I'm exaggerating.
No,
I'm really not.
I'm repulsed too. I am.
So fucking disgusting. Oh. It's like she's just dripping stink. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She can go straight to fucking hell for that shit she pulled yesterday. She made like a Jerry Springer shit out of that.
She gassed him up. She just gassed him up.
Pig of a human being. Unbelievable. And I'm not calling her a pig just because she weighs 500 pounds. I'm calling her a pig because she wallows in shit like a little animal.
Yeah. And Kim,
sorry, Willow.
Kim says,
I love your pig.
Is Willow here? Oh, he watched the replay.
He might listen to it.
But like Kim says, especially when they were on probation. He was on probation. They were together when he got caught doing this. So it was a known thing. So she can lie all she wants, but it's all public record. So there's that. Oh God, on God, I'm a princess.
On God. And that's a fact, Jack. Yeah.
Oh.
Just scanning through chat. I'm just trying. I'd like to try to greet everyone and catch the comments. I miss someone. Linda, thanks so much for being here. Says, if you threaten a judge from your home, you could be arrested. Threatening a judge is a serious offense. I know it is. I lived in a neighborhood with a judge, and there were always men in suits in the bushes. I'll tell you that. Regardless of the location where the threat is made, federal law can even apply. Yeah, and federal judges, like to live in cities and suburbs, they're protected.
Yeah, the court officers, that ups the ante. But
yeah, well, I mean, if you put a billionaire behind bars, like it doesn't cost that much to have someone eliminate a target. Let's say,
right?
I mean, these judges are in real physical danger.
Mm-hmm.
And especially the ones that And let's face it, there are dirty judges. So these dirty judges are
Oh
even
man,
in a more precarious situation.
there was a final hearing today for before the Karen Reed trial starts on Tuesday. That judge, I tell you, I was getting ragey watching that hearing today. She is really bent Bev, man. Oh, she's awful.
Damn, I got to catch up. Emily D. Baker is my go-to for sure.
Yeah, she's good. She's good with Karen Reed. I love it. Yeah.
I believe her. You know what I mean? I don't feel like she's fucking bullshitting me like everyone else. Like,
oh, that case is a shit show. I mean, when people are saying the corruption, it's real, man. I followed the whole first trial. Before that, I mean, I've been following for a long time, so it's crazy.
Well, there's more cases up there with messed up police. I can't remember the details offhand, but Emmy's been following a couple of
Sandra Birchmore. The Sandra Birchmore case, There's that's the FBI, the feds are involved in all that shit. They've done, you know.
Well, let's face it, though. I mean, hasn't it always been known that the Boston area is just synonymous with corruption? It's always been that way since the Kennedys.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's very deep rooted there.
Big old
it's
money.
Generational. It's generational.
Shana says, TJ, not all Illinois cops are nasty. I lived there my whole life. You got good and bad, just like anywhere else. I believe that. I mean, I have a healthy distrust of police officers just because I see the violence perpetrated by them. Of course, we only see the bad stuff. That's true. We don't see them helping people that often unless you're looking for it. But even if you're not looking for it, you'll see a cop doing something terrible.
Oh, you know, yesterday,
because it's force fed, you know. It's promoted.
Yeah. Yesterday, I just caught a news blurb down the street from my house. They were following this guy in a U-Haul. He had like 13 kids in the back of his U-Haul, but no more news. I'm like, but then they went on to mention like other cities they've found like this is a thing. They didn't say if it was his kids, the person's kids. They didn't say anything. So I'm like, if they're not saying anything, that sounds like feds to me.
I fucking hate getting into those stories, not because I don't care. And trust me, I follow news stories and things that are going on, but I'm just afraid to get bad information.
Right.
You know,
right.
I just don't.
Yeah, you got to check, you know, a few sources, dependable sources. You know, like
also
people still think Court TV is a reliable source. Court TV is trash, man.
I know. What it's just like the Inquirer magazine.
Yeah, it is.
Or
it is
one of those rags.
It's like mainstream. Mainstream media is dead.
But what freaks me out here's my problem about like trafficking stories and you know, all of the children. Here's what freaks me out about it. That I find here on the internet. First of all, we don't know who any of us are, so that it freaks me out. Number one, and some people become so invested that they become conspiratorial to the point where you're distracting from the actual things that are occurring. You know, and that freaks me out. Like people, I mean, I guess we should all stay vigilant, but like cooking up conspiracies about pizza places and all kinds of other weird shit, that distracts from the actual trafficking that's occurring. That we can, you know, do everything in our power to curb from occurring. You know?
Right. And, you know, people just really, my little speech on trafficking, you know, it's like, I see it all the time here, you know, because it's not what you think trafficking doesn't look like what you think it's not always kids in the back of a U-Haul. It's women on the streets working that are being watched and monitored. And, you know, you have to, when I just want to give them a lunch, or, you know, something, you know, 10, whatever. I got to be careful because if they're caught talking to somebody that isn't paying them, they get a beating for that. You know, this is trafficking on our streets, you know?
Sure. Yeah. I don't think people have a clear idea. And look, I see the statistics and I look at the maps of where it's occurring the most. Texas is fucking crazy. But the conspiracies and the hyperbole distracts from the actual problem, I think, you know?
Yeah.
My concern is that there are people that would take part in such things that lurk around our community, especially
Uh-huh.
whenever you have such a more low moral community such as the Hive. Of course,
Right.
they're going to feel comfortable because they're crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, you never
So it's
know.
a real concern of mine. Yeah, I mean, so like I think we should all really vet people that we consider friends here because you really fucking never know.
Right.
You know, we only know ourselves.
Yeah.
But the shit that I mean, PJ says that's not a threat. I'm so far behind the chat. I'm
Yeah,
just
go
going to
ahead.
go to present time chat. Tiff says it's funny how TL is the one who started the Seth being missing for 2 hours from work. Then CP says it.
Yeah.
TL.
Terry Lynn.
I'm not sure. Oh, okay. See, I don't even know who that. Oh, she's a YouTuber.
Yeah, she's the one that I think she told Janky J in a email or something that Seth was missing for 2 hours from work, and it's total bullshit. You know, like I've seen no proof of that. I've seen no proof of
No.
nothing. You know, I
No,
just
me either.
you know, but people state it as
Yeah,
fact.
no disrespect to Tina Lynn or
Terry Lynn. Terry
No
Lynn.
disrespect. Yeah, no disrespect to her. I just don't. Oh wait, no, she talked about me. She said
Yeah.
she's one of the people that said it was wrong, showing that QB bruised her daughter's neck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bummer, Terry Lynn. We could have been besties. You fucked up. SG says, if it wasn't for Ellie, these traffickers wouldn't be getting caught. I wish people would look at everything and not claim 1,000 represent all 100,000 police.
Yeah.
See, SG is a person that actually gives a deep fuck about this situation. A super triple fuck about this situation. I mean, there are a few people around here that care as much as SG. I'll just say.
Yeah.
Super vigilant, and it's important for us to be that.
Yes, Boston. Auntie Bev is horrible. Did you watch that hearing today, girl? Oh, I love that. Prove it, QB.
I know. I just looked at that too. I'm like, I just always saw Yvette, and I realized she added that.
I was thinking
Grain
we
says,
should all get together and add "Prove It" QB at the end of our name.
I'd be down with that.
For 2 weeks.
There was a time that we all put. There was a time we all put trademarks after our name. I mean, that's how I ended up with mine because I think we were poking it
right.
In Headstone's chat. A bunch of us put. But I noticed a lot of people got rid of their TMs. Talk about loyalty. I see you. I still like you, but I see you.
Oh.
Let's see. Grain says yes, and so does unjustly calling someone a child predator. Amen. Seems like that's just how they use now. That's what they use now. What happened to just calling someone an asshole? I'm an asshole. I definitely am. I'm a crass, sometimes curmudgeon asshole, but I'm not what they say I am. Absolutely not. That's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, they gonna learn though. They gonna learn.
I didn't get to watch the hearing yet.
Did they televise it?
Is it? Well, if it's televised, I'll pull that shit up. Where can I pull
Nanny,
it up?
maybe she's talking about Karen Reed. We'll have to see what she says here.
Oh, okay. It could be.
But if anyone knows, was Betty's televised? Oh yeah, Lindsay for sure. I hope that baby is okay. Made Turtle Boy invoke his Fifth Amendment. Hank said it isn't right, but it's a privilege. Oh really? I didn't catch it all. I'll catch up though. I'll catch up. Y'all will probably not realize what we're talking about.
Privilege. That's privilege. That's not a privilege. It's absolutely right. What the
well, Turtle Boy's the one that's facing like 18 felony charges for witness intimidation. Yeah.
Nanny, do you guys want to watch Betty's shit? Do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
Nanny, where did you watch it? I don't want to rip off another YouTuber, but if it's on a news thing or Court TV or whatever, I'd be happy to. Hey, Life in the Red, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Kim, I've been thinking about you and your husband. I just wanted to say I'm thankful that you guys are around. Each time I hear you talk and your interaction in chat, it's fucking solid. So I'm managing my expectations, but I enjoy being around you guys. Cool.
Yeah, they have a lot to add.
Everyone knows who we are. Not many Crafton Barnes in the Googles, right? I have a very, very particular last name too. In fact, I know everyone with my last name. which if that tells you there aren't many. Not many crafting barns in the world. When you're old and we came out here with our real names, then they dox our kid, our cats, our dog. Yep. See that they can't do shit to me, so they're going after people I care about that are close to me.
Yeah, and that's a crying shame, man. I feel so bad for Emmy for that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it just continues. They will not leave her alone. And she doesn't even, she has nothing to do with it. I don't even hardly really get into any of what I'm up to with Emmy. She just helps me moderate, and she's my friend. We talk about real life things mostly.
Yeah.
You know, they're misinterpreting the situation, truly. And they're misrepresenting who I am. They're pretending to have this big team and all that. No. I mean, I have a handful of people, and I only listen to one or two of them. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Like last night when I was going to go live, and a couple people messaged me, "Hey, just maybe log out."
Yeah.
And I was just like, I straight up said, "I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do." Like a fucking child.
Yeah.
I was having a temper
little
tantrum. And then I went for a walk. Yeah, and then I went for a walk, and I was like, "They right." You know? So I mean, that's all it takes, you know. And for me, that's absolute progress. Thank God I wasn't drinking, because I definitely would have jumped back online and made a complete fool of myself.
Yeah.
But this is how I make myself better than I was yesterday. I have good people around me to hold me down and let me know when I'm wrong.
Right.
You know, even if I disagree with them at the moment, nobody wants to hear it, especially when you're a crab ass like I was yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've done it several times in the last couple of weeks. You know, someone starts, you know, talking shit about me or threatening me, and I get fucking wild, but only for about 10 minutes. You know, so I just let myself chill out, you know, like I had my computer out this morning. I was like, I was going to be doing some shit, you know, like getting reports and stuff. And then I'm like, you know, this is stupid. You know, I'm like,
I'm still getting all the reports. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm still getting every single fucking document available.
Because one of those
cameras, if there's drone footage, I'll get that shit.
Yeah,
too.
one of them's mine. Hey, you want to come at me sideways? I'm gonna make a report.
She knows we're beyond that. She knows we're beyond that. You know. She said, I think yesterday, I don't know, it's so difficult. I get so many clips sent to me. She said something, and the reason I have his family on my community post is because he doxed my baby. What the fuck? No, bitch, I didn't. I don't understand. I got to keep telling you, no, I didn't. You're stupid. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know, and the sheeple.
And when I call her bitch, I know that word turns.
Well,
but I'm telling you, she is an absolute bitch. I mean, there's no way around it.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I typically don't use that word
I don't know.
loosely.
What?
I mean, I use it with intent. I mean, I'm using it the way it's intended to be used. That's what she is.
What's Narcos talking about? Did you put something new out, Narcos? I haven't been all over the YouTube yet today. But I don't know. I didn't see it. Did anyone say if Betty's thing was?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
I got Tugs on Heartstrings. Thank you so much for letting me know. Tugs on Heartstrings says it's not air, just gossip from MGL. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
MGL. That just cracks me up. Like, talk about a tampon just jamming herself in there. Like, really? I mean, it's not a good look. I don't even know what her point is, but it's not a good look. She's so mad at Betty. She acting like she didn't do all that shit right next to her.
Curious says sinners never dox her kids. Not only have I never doxed her kids, I didn't even dox her.
Yeah.
I mean, until my most recent live stream where I showed a court record with her full name on it. Before that was the first time I even showed her full name. I've never shown her house, even though I was all mixed up in that somehow. Never happened. I just got the email at the gold car like everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, and out of curiosity later, I was just like, well, let's see. And then that's where you see the Google Earth image of her dogs running around the neighborhood. When the Google fucking car drove by to take video, her fucking dog was running around across the street. Like,
Duke.
No, it wasn't Duke. It was the one. It was the boxer that passed. The one that she so eloquently said on a Rumble that she set up just to fucking go talk shit on me. That the poor dog had passed away from a lemon-sized tumor.
Oh, I mean, lemons on the brain.
Even in grieving her poor pet, she still had to take.
Yep, had to be about you.
Unbelievable.
Queen Moomin said.
When,
Go ahead.
When Little Minx passed away, when Little Minx passed away, who was a soldier for Queen Bee, a crazy, super good troll, she did like a eulogy on her live stream for Little Minx, who I don't think Queen Bee knows that I made some peace with. I respected Little Minx as a worthy competitor, and going back and forth. Little Minx did not like me. I did not like her, but we competed against one another to the point where there was some respect that was occurring.
Right.
And Queen Bee can never understand that.
No.
But Queen Bee did a eulogy for her, which lasted about 45 seconds before she started to just collect
Before
super
she
chats.
collected the
And
super
she
chats,
said,
yeah.
where she gave Little Minx credit for being one of the best trolls, and boy, she really kept her foot on Sinner's neck. And let's get the show started. Why not talk about how she was a beautiful
Yeah.
person? Why not talk about her intellect and her gift to gab and her clever use of words, Queen Bee? How about she was a generous, kind person, and we all hope she rests in peace? Nope, that's not what she did.
No.
That bitch, that troll, she was one of my best trolls. She kept her foot on Sinner's neck.
Yeah, okay.
Are you kidding?
She's in a fantasy world. So weird.
I really think her obsession with me is beyond anything. I mean, she's created a false narrative that I'm stalking her family. What? Nothing could be less true. Nothing.
Oh, Narcos got some good community posts up. He's saying the week about Clue and Cletus.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, his community posts. He made some. He said anyone's free to use them.
Awesome. Let's have a look. I just may. It was so nice that I made the video using Soup's art.
Yeah.
I used her avatar and her. She had a buffalo, so I went and got a video of a buffalo. It was one of my most successful recent shorts. It's got 3K already.
Yeah, I love the buffalo.
And I think the algorithm just enjoys her voice,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I think the way I hashtagged it too. It's such a game. It's such a gamble.
Yeah. I gotta step away for a second.
Okay, I got it. I'm pulling up Narcos clips
Okay.
now, so you guys out there be patient with me for a second. We've been on for hours too. I don't know how long Irish can be with us here, but I'll be ending within a half hour. So
yeah, I'm good.
Let me get into.
Oh, sorry.
Coming home. You're making a ruckus. You're making a. Do you guys ever notice how upset Queen Bee gets whenever people have background noise? It's so funny. It's like a fucking OCD thing. I love listening to it. You know when you get back. Oh, I have to talk about this. I just reminded myself. Do you guys know Keith, who comes in through chat? I don't know if you guys know Keith. Narcos, I'll get to your thing. I want to show you what happened on Flavas last night, though. Give me a second. About 12 minutes in, I think it was. I need you guys to see this because QB kicked one of the fucking kindest, most gentle, positive men on the internet off of her panel last night because he hangs out with a child predator because he's been seen in my chat. She's talking about Keith. We all love Keith. He's Mr. Positive. Every time I see him in my chat, it encourages me to be a better person, and that's just a fact. So what she did to this poor man was a fucking shame. And Keith, I hope you hear this, man. I got nothing but respect for you. Give me a second. I promise I'll get to your thing, Narcos. I want to show this because it made me so mad. But how do I find it? Let's go to home. I think I got to go to my subscription, dig it out. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm here. Talk amongst yourself. Hope everyone's feeling good on this wacky Wednesday, hump day. Guess what day it is? Give me 1 second, pulling it up. Flava's cool. If you're not subscribed to Flava, do yourself a favor. She's a badass, a force to be reckoned with. Just let me dig down here. There we go. Boom. I'm loosely connected to this. That's why I want to show it to you. 3 days ago. No, I went yesterday. 13 hours ago. That's the one. Okay. And it's a short live stream, and I know it's about 12 minutes in. So like, listen how terrible, I mean, truly terrible QB is, man. And I promise Narcos, I'm so bad at doing this, but I'll get back to it. I really want to show you guys this because this is so fucking horrible what she did to this guy. And once again, spreading gross information about me, disinformation about me, as it were. I think it was 11 minutes in. And shout out to the person that sent me this because I would have missed it. I'm like two days behind on Flava's live stream, so I would have missed it. And I would have caught up to it tomorrow. Am I sharing? I'm sharing. Cool. Let's go.
Awesome to see.
That would be great. I would donate $100 right then and there. It's gonna be wild.
Just pay attention. Pay attention, y'all. I don't
It's
know
like child number 2 or something? Number 3?
I don't know who
And shout out Flava. Again, if you're not subscribed to her, do yourself a favor.
the messy bitch was.
Do yourself a favor.
Shit. This number. How many times we have been to that courthouse?
5?
Five?
This is the 5th, I
This the
think.
fifth or sixth time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Got to get
I
a
thought I had a timestamp. Let me double check.
Ugh.
All right.
We're just listening to
All I
a
know is I've
little
been
bit of
told what to
Flava.
look for if they're gonna
Yeah,
cuff her
I
ass.
watched this. It's so horrible.
I'm trying to find. I know someone sent me the timestamp, and now I can't fucking find it.
Is this Queen's Live or is it? No,
This
is
is like one of
Flava's.
the
Okay,
ones, though.
yeah.
Hey, Sarah Suspicions. How you doing, sweetie? And also, I gotta address another bitch over there on QB's
Here we
fucking
go.
panel. I also
Yeah.
gotta address another bitch. I almost forgot about
The
that.
Queen Leaf, where'd she go? She
Small
looking for
town
something?
hoe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she
She
was.
said she was doing something. Tomorrow, what time is the court tomorrow? 9:30? 9?
Okay, just so you guys know what's going on, because I realize this could be a little bit disorienting. It's this is Flava's live stream from 13 hours ago, and she's reviewing Queen Bee. Get it, Flava.
Mm-hmm.
9 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm going through this live. I'm trying to find this fucking
9.
timestamp. 4.5 hour live. Trying to find the timestamp for y'all.
Oh, there's Miss Congeniality
I
there.
can help you.
God.
You want to drop
All
it
right,
into
baby.
the
You want
back?
the link? I'll
Yeah.
put the link in the okay.
I'll
Her
That's what I
voice
was
is
back there
like
doing. I was trying. I forgot to send it to Cheesy already.
her voice is like 60 grit sandpaper. It's
My
awful.
My God. I mean, I don't say these things lightly, but God put that voice in her mouth.
For a reason.
All living things around it should heed the warning. Whenever you hear that tone, it's like,
Yeah.
go the other way, because if you listen
Yeah.
to it for too long, then you become.
It should be a warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
You turn into one of the sheeple.
It's an
I
audio
really-
red flag.
Yeah, I really hope Flava says, "Excuse me, bitch."
Yeah,
All right,
we'll watch. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, I want what I want is for Flava to have a close look at what Queen Bee is up to, because I think
Oh,
if
she
anybody-
sees.
If anybody can bring light to the situation, I think it's her. I mean,
Yeah, she sees what's going on. She just.
I hope so. I mean, I pop in every once in a while. She said she watches in the bushes. I think she has some concern that the people don't like her over here, and that couldn't be less. I mean, it couldn't be less true,
right.
at least for me.
No, I'm
I
a
just
big
feel bad.
fan.
I don't get to watch her as much as I want to because I'm caught up in all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
And I only get alerted of something going on if it pertains to me. And I'd like to support more. I will. I gotta manage my time better.
Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot.
Already, dang it. I squirreled off and forgot to send it to her. Give me a sec, Cheesy. I'll send it over in a sec. It's in the
God
back
darn
chat here. Yeah, I was over here tinkering looking for the. Can Cletus do it? Because he's always fast as hell.
You talking about where
I'll get
Tony
the link.
They say Tony said
Yeah.
that took a nap for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me send it to my email.
Hey,
sent it
Coco
to- Yeah, I
Joe.
got it.
All right, baby. I'm over here searching for this fucking timestamp.
Oh,
Thank you
Lord.
so much. And thank you again, Tennessee Terry, for sending it.
Oh, Lord.
Here it
Come on.
I got it. Thank you.
It says diarrhea of the mouth.
Jeez, man, everything she fucking says is disgusting.
I know.
I see. I went and dug up the timestamp that was sent to me, and guess what? We're at the timestamp after wasting a minute. So here we go.
It's right on the front of it. It's fucking
Right,
hilarious.
Julie. It was mean. It was mean girl type shit tonight. It pissed
Says
me
it right on
off.
the front of there. Like, what the hell's going
Pissed
on?
me off.
What you been up to, Keith? What you got? You ain't been over here for a long time. What you been doing?
It's been just been busy with work and
And I'm going to say this again. Keith is one of the most gentle, positive. I mean, I'll just full disclosure. I've been annoyed with how positive Keith is. Sometimes I'll be on a rant and Keith will pop into my chat and it completely diffuses me and takes me off my track.
Yeah.
Because he exudes
I hope you
positivity.
I hope you have a wonderful day, so and so. He always he'll say hi to everybody.
Always.
He's just amazing.
Always,
Just
always.
amazing.
I mean, I sincerely thought it was a bit. And then I was just like, no,
Yeah.
this guy's just fucking genuinely nice to people
Yeah.
all the time.
He's like an actual ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
You know?
And believe me, he wouldn't be hanging out here if he thought I was stalking or doxing children. But it's a
Right,
big fucking
right.
lie, man. This is the defamation that I can show loss for that is going to be automatic win for me in court. And she doesn't
Yeah.
realize how stupid she is.
taking care of things here at the crib.
Hey, that's all you can do, man. That's all you can do, you know?
Yep.
Gotta keep
about
it
it, really.
moving.
Right now, her chat, probably her back chat is saying, "Oh, that guy's been seen. That guy's been seen in Sinner's chat." Fucking, this makes me so angry because he's done nothing to anybody, man, except come over and support my channel by watching and spreading positivity. You know what? I'm getting upset again. I'll just leave it at this. Queen Bee, you can go fuck yourself. You're a goon. You're a loser, dude.
Oh yeah.
Gotta keep it moving.
Yeah. How things been going with the hive, Queen Bee?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Okay.
You
What's
know,
up?
same
Cool.
fuck shit, you know, same old fuck shit, same stalker, same.
Well, let's. She starts it off with same
see?
stalker.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
She
already
got a
bringing me into it.
message.
Listen,
Yep.
I'm gonna let everyone know because she's not gonna tell you the truth. It's not all roses over there. Her whole entire fucking fake empire is crumbling around her, and it's my fault, and I pride myself on it. Go fuck yourself, Queen Bee. Your days here on YouTube are motherfucking limited, so enjoy it. Like you say, smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Nope.
Same fuck shit.
Hey, Queen.
Other than that, pretty good. Channel's growing good, growing good, doing
Okay.
well.
Yeah, right.
You know, we share. We're loyal little bumbles over here.
She buying subs.
Okay, cool
Oh
deal.
yeah.
What's up?
Loyal. We're loyal. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna give any names up, but I'm gonna tell you one. I'm gonna tell you directly to your face. If you would cam up, I'd cam up with you, Queen Bee. Let's do it, you nasty bitch. But I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, your bumbles ain't so loyal. If you had access to my email, I promise you, bitch, that there's a lot of disloyalty occurring right
Yeah.
next to you. Trust me. I'm fitting to show you.
She's
You know.
Hey, Brown Eye.
Keith, you don't be hanging out with the fucking lemon Sincel lemon dick, huh? Keith. Say it ain't so, my dude.
Did she?
I just say what's up. That's it.
Like I got a snake bite in the back of my kidney.
This is terrible
What?
what she does to him. This is terrible what she does to him. So she's implying that he's not loyal to her because he watches my channel.
This is
After
what
all-
happens. Yeah, this is what happens
mean-
if you're not in the hive all the time. Yeah.
I guess your panel's not so open after all, you fucking ox.
Wow.
It's not like
Queen
that.
is so
Just say what's up. That's it.
You got me, my boy. What you been doing over there? I know you ain't over there.
She turned black all of a sudden.
I just say what's up. That's it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
That's something that she does way more often, and I'm so glad you said that because no one really talks about that. The technical
Misappropriation. Yeah.
Well, no. There's a specific technical term for it, and it's predominantly used by racist people. It's called code switching.
Right.
It can happen around. It can happen like if a straight guy hangs around a bunch of gay guys that express feminine characteristics. The straight
Yeah.
guy will start doing the same thing. Like it's sort of a mocking thing. But then they'll go back to their straight friends and then they're macho again. It's code
Yep. Did you
switching.
see how she
It's
did that?
disrespectful to do that to somebody. You're trying to.
It is.
You're mocking them in turn. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if I encounter one of my black friends and I'm like, yo, what up, dog? Or whatever kind of cliche thing you could say. That is actually an incredible sign of disrespect to somebody
Mhm.
because you're not being yourself. You're being disingenuous. So, but she
Right.
does it all the time. I hate to get on VHB's case, but she does it too. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. Hell, I may have done it, but QB does it just on a regular, like constantly. And to do it when we know that she has like explicitly racist friends, and historically with heels in the air in that whole situation, the Hive has been a safe haven for racist people, and there's no question
Mhm.
about that. It's all well documented. So it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Very bizarre.
My boy. Oh no, you didn't, my boy. I got snake bitten. Shut the fuck up. You really think she's the boss, bitch.
My dude. You're fucking weird, girl. Stop it.
It's so bad. I'm gonna mute myself because I don't want to get mixed up in their conversation.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
not
that
like
little
that.
predator fuck post my fucking child in her fucking police report, right? You know that, right?
Whoa.
She's lying to him.
Mhm.
She's lying to him. And this is how I can show loss. Keith is a member to my channel. If he becomes no longer a member, that's how I can show loss. And I keep track of all my statistics and everything. Queen B, you're fucked, dude. This slander that you're doing is going to bite you in the ass so hard that you're going to have no ass left. I promise. But she's over there saying, she straight up just said that I put her daughter and her daughter's police reports on the internet. I've never done that. What I did was show a police report where this woman, Rebecca, left bruising on her daughter's neck to the point where the father had to go to the police department and document the bruising. That's a fact. That's what it is.
DCFS involvement. Yeah.
Exactly. And if you misconstrue that as stalking, then your level of intellect is on such a astoundingly low level that I can't even have a serious adult conversation with you. So say what the fuck you want to say. But you should have never done this to Keith. You're a dirty, filthy fucking bitch for doing this, Queen Bee, and you fucking know it. And guess what? So does Flava. Fucking ugh.
My dear, it's pretty crazy.
He didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't fuck with people that fuck with them kind of predators. I'm sorry, my boy, but you got to go, baby. No, I can't fuck with that, baby. I'm sorry.
No, you ain't.
I just can't do it. You guys got a timestamp?
He's looking. I am.
She fucking.
And then she just kicks him off. But I'm gonna let Flava say the rest. I'll be quiet.
Yep.
Kicked Keith off fucking panel. That pissed me the entire fuck off. It did. It pissed me the entire fuck off.
Me too.
Right, Julie? He goes everywhere. He goes everywhere and sprinkle his little goodness everywhere. Like, seriously.
Free
He
agent.
didn't even, he just said no, he didn't know that. And
Well, I mean, the reason he didn't know that is because it's not fucking true. I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem what Queen Bee is doing. It's lying to defame my character. It's explicit defamation. And she's banking. This stupid gutter ass human being is banking on the fact that I can't afford to sue her. Okay.
Well, I happen to know. I happen to know one of the people that offered to help you. It's fucking legit, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say that if it wasn't. Of course, I'm not going to let anyone. The people that are offering substantial amounts of money, and since my last live stream when I said, I don't want to feel indebted to people, like it's a problem for me. I don't owe anybody anything, so it would be a problem for me to fall into such great debt. It would become great debt for me. But I was assured with emails that that's not the case, and if we have to draw some type of contract to state such,
Yeah.
Which would be most comfortable for me, as strange as that sounds. I don't want to be
Right. But it's also a moral thing, feeling indebted to people,
and it's also
just on a personal level. Yeah.
and I think they're also looking at it as an investment in my character, in my channel, and also there's return in it for them. Because of how grossly she's been defaming me, there's going to be a substantial monetary value to the lawsuit. I'm not going to sue her for an apology. I want that bitch to eat fucking top ramen for the rest of her life.
Exactly. Be in debt
That's
to
where I
you for
am.
the rest of her life. Yeah, like Kim.
I'm serious. She can eat fish eyeballs and plain white rice out of one bowl and one fork and one spoon that she gets, and that's it. No more blunts. No more blunts.
Yeah, no more blunts. Just like Kim.
Conversely, I went just on a lighter side of things. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You first. I'm rambling. Sorry, you were saying Irish. I cut you off. Hello? I lost Irish.
Sorry, I muted. No, I muted myself. It's really slow. The mute button's really slow. So, but like Kim is saying, it's per se defamation. Even if you have no demonstrable losses, it's assumed to cause financial and professional injury in every state.
Well, not only that, you call someone a pedophile over and over again for months. I mean, are you gonna pay for my psychiatric care? Are you gonna pay for my therapist? Because I mean, you call a veteran of the Marines guilty. First, you said I was guilty of stolen valor, and now you're straight up saying that I creep on children. I mean, you're fucked, bitch. I mean, I really don't know how in the world you think that you can get away with this, but I promise you, you will be fucking held all the way accountable. I mean, the repercussions of what you're doing now are going to be so thundering and resounding in your personal life that you're going to regret doing this for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And when your children get old enough, here's the fun part. Her kids are going to grow up and the internet's forever, and they're going to see her mother get handled by a Marine for fucking slandering and defaming him. And they're going to be mortified if they're not already. So
it's like people like this, though, they get reckless. She's been reckless for a long time, but it gets worse every day. And this is the riding it till the wheels fall off behavior, like she's on the rims, y'all.
Oh, I started rambling. I forgot we were watching this. Let's finish.
Yeah.
Still kicked my fucking panel. The fuck? See, you know what? That's what pisses me off about these true crime creators. It does. Pisses me off because they want to leash everybody who's in their fucking chat. If you're a mod or you're a sub, if any of that in their chat, they don't expect you to go in nobody else's fucking chat. And that's bullshit. Like I said, Keith, he did not know the first thing that was going on between Queen Bee and Center. He did not know the first thing. Keith goes in everybody's fucking chat. He goes.
That's right. Flavor gets it. And even if it were true, why put that man in the middle of it when he has nothing he just spreads positivity everywhere he goes. But you add the fact that she just did a positive person here dirty, go figure. But she also lied to the man and is like trying to make him uncomfortable about coming over here. But what she doesn't realize,
she humiliate him.
She just publicly humiliated the man and lost a subscriber, lost a follower, and now Keith has some kind of strange alliance to me because I give a fuck about the guy when she just thinks he's like, it's just so fucked up. So if Keith, you find yourself over here, I assure you, my friend, what she's saying about me is absolutely categorically untrue. And she's just.
And we're really sorry. We're really sorry that happened to you. And this is, I always bring up, this is cult behavior. She was making an example of him, showing everybody to stay in line. Yeah. That's how she rolls.
Yeah. She knows her fucking days are numbered.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're so paranoid that you can't have Keith around, then you're crashing, bitch. You're crumbling.
I think it's her hate for you. Her hate for you is so bad that she's got to project it onto everybody.
Well, I mean, if I was a complete fucking fraud like she was, and there was some asshole on the beach in California fucking exposing me, I would hate me too. But guess what? I'm not going anywhere. If I have to keep strategically moving around the country, if I have to keep strategically moving around the country, so this fucking warthog of a human being doesn't find me, I'll fucking do that. I don't give a shit.
You travel light, right?
Exactly. You'll see me sitting with an elk in Montana before you know it.
Buffaloes.
Stick around, and it's a safe.
Stick around and find out. Yeah.
Goes in everybody's fucking chats. And when I say everybody, I mean fucking everybody. Keith is in Nonsense's chat, and I allow Keith to come in my chat. And you know I can't stand nonsense ass. I hate the bitch.
Me too, Flavor.
Keith is our Jonathan. Jonathan is allowed to go in whoever's chat over here. Like, stop that fuck shit. It's wrong. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I expect an apology. I do. Because that shit was wrong. It was fucking wrong. He did not deserve that fuck.
Hey, Buzzy. Fucking, do you hear that? Flava is owed an apology from you. So get off your fat ass. Go brush your teeth, get yourself right, and then go live and apologize to Flava for doing her guy that dirty. You filthy animal.
Apologize to Keith, for fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, apologize to the whole community for shitting on a good person. Yeah, you're right. I misspoke. That's what I meant. Get live and apologize to Keith immediately. And that's not a request. That's not a request, baby. That's a demand. Fucking do it. Just do it.
Fuck shit.
I
expect an apology.
No, that's okay. I was looking at the comments under her video because I didn't see it live, but people are pissed.
As they should be. Oh, there's Keith's channel too. Everyone, look, this is how we win against a heifer like that. I've only got 85 people in here, but hey, that could be 85 new subscribers to Keith. So
yeah.
Take a second. I won't talk about anything important for the next couple of minutes. Go ahead. Everybody subscribe to Keith and let him know we sent you, and be positive. Don't go over there and say, oh, it's so fucked up with what Queen Bee did. He already knows that shit's fucked up. Just give him positivity, shower him with support, and let him know that I sent you. Fuck you, Queen Bee. Dirty bitch. And I really mean bitch when I say it. It's not even, I don't use that word lightly.
Uh-huh.
I do. And that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about it. That's fucked up. He sure is Jennifer P. He's too sweet. So, with that being said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and share this because I'm going to end this live as soon as I get through with it. Bitch, she say, I may be fat. I may be old.
Hello?
Sorry, I had to refresh. I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
I just
said
said
glad it wasn't me.
Yeah, it was me. Sorry, I'm terrible at this.
No.
Hopefully you guys told me. Hopefully you guys heard me say go subscribe.
Hopefully you guys say go subscribe.
You got echo, Irish. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, my thing came unplugged. I should be good. Hello?
Hopefully everyone heard me say, yeah, I hear you.
Oh.
Check.
Okay. Yeah, my headphones came unplugged. I got it.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, we heard you say sub up to Keith. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, and sub up to Flava as well. What I was saying is Flava has a great community, a great, great chat. She's live often. She gets into the Rumble stuff too. I really enjoy watching her. And I mean, if you're looking for something different and like a strong woman who doesn't take any bullshit, I recommend Flava for sure.
Yeah, she's got the best voice, man, and she.
For sure, it's entrancing, right? It just puts you in a trance.
It is.
And I'll
is.
also say, and this is not some puffed up like admiration for Flavor. This is true. I'm being genuine. She's solid, and I will say to the Hive and all those nasty bitches over there, if you want to be, you're like, oh, Sinner hates women. If you want to be a respectable person like Flava is, then maybe I'll have respect for you. But just because I don't respect you, Queen Bee, or you, Slowina, or Voice for the Voiceless, you creatures of the night, like just because I don't respect you goons doesn't mean I don't respect women. The fact is, you're just horrible, shitty examples of women. That's all. Like, what do you mean?
They don't realize
if you don't like
that they were
serial killers, you don't like men. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Well, they don't realize that they were the assholes first. They don't see it.
For sure.
You know? Because I'm that way. Like back in the day, you know, I was a little bit of a wild person, you know. And I tell you, there a couple times I had to hit a dude, but you know what? When I did it, I thought, you know what? This dude might hit me back, and I got to come in if he does. You know, it's like that's how I think. It's like I treat you exactly, or what does Willow say? How I treat you is directly related to how you treat me, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a paraphrase. Yeah, for sure. And
yeah,
that's a good way to look at it. No, he said I think he said how I act on the internet is a direct reflection of how you act on the internet, like pertaining to himself.
Yeah, and that's true. You know, it's true. I don't know what.
Says Cinder doesn't hate women. He respects the women he likes and chooses to have around. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it has nothing to do with their sex. I mean, if it was a bunch of dudes doing the same thing, do you think it would be any different? Absolutely not.
Oh, I'm guessing.
Although I probably would have fist fought one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a man in this world calling me this thing, and I know where the fuck they are,
right?
Like, call me a real lifer. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? But I can't go beat up a woman because I don't beat up women. You know what I mean? But if Queen Bee was a man, I would knock her fucking teeth all the way down her throat. I mean, there would be no question.
Oh, for sure.
I wouldn't even think twice about it. She would have already been handled physically.
And for that reason, they push it. They push it for that reason.
Yeah.
They hide. They hide behind being a woman. You know.
Yeah. Well, she's like on live streams challenging me to a fist fight. I'm like, I'm a man. I don't fight women. What are you talking about? And then an hour later in the same live stream, she's talking about getting a lifelong protection order of protection against me. You just threatened me to come to where you are to fist fight you, and I think I think that crack has really fucked her head up.
Oh, yeah, whatever she's doing, man. Whatever she's doing.
I mean, when I say crack, it's like the marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana crack of it.
It says it's weed, but
yeah.
Brittany J challenged her to a piss test off, so
or hair follicle test, yeah.
And Brittany said she'll pay for it, and they'll have to go to a laboratory. No sneaking away with your own little, bottle of B. Tim's piss, Queen Bee, like. Plus, the doctors can tell the difference between a man and a woman's piss.
Well, I think she's saying
maybe that's when we'll find out that Queen Bee's actually a man after all.
I think she's saying hair follicle test. You do hair follicle test.
Oh, hair follicle test. Okay.
Where you go?
Yeah, but she offered the challenge was offered in a controlled environment, such as a laboratory.
Yeah.
So.
And that's because I've told her, I know a lot of people have told her, don't you do it. Because she's like, I wish I could just take a test and prove to everybody. I'm like, they're not just going to say it's fake, or they're going to say it's, they're just going to tear it apart. Don't give them that shit. Well, so the challenge, the challenge was a good idea.
A challenge is better.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, don't do it. I mean, I'm not going to tell Brittany's going to do whatever the fuck she wants, but I would urge her, just out of concern, to not bend to their demands. I mean, I wouldn't go and get a hair follicle test on my own to prove it. The challenge is absolutely the way to go.
Absolutely.
I'll do it. Show me yours if you show me yours.
Yep. I would do it. I would do it. Ain't shit on me. I've been shit in my system in years. But nobody's accusing me of shit, which is odd.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's because you're honest. It's like, fuck, how can you go at it honest person? I mean, they go at people with malicious shit, expecting them to fight and say that's not true, and then they show a receipt that it's true. Like what? Like she, you know, I see it do to people all the time.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it's predicated with them setting the person up to do some dumb shit. Anyways, it's ugly.
Yeah. Lots of
It's
games.
just awkward and
The
ugly.
manipulation
Yeah.
is real.
Lenny says these women speak with pews, knives, fist fights, and when you take it for months, meet the same energy, they cry abusive. Exactly. And just to be abundantly clear, I would never hit a woman, never have. I mean, never even been accused of it by someone that hated my guts until I ran into the Hive and those nasty, downtrodden fucking troglodyte troll gutter fucking scavenging fucking warthogs.
How much are your?
I mean, I really did. I had never had anybody say anything like this.
I know.
Saying about me.
Well, it's because it's they're, you know, telephone tough guys. But how what percentage of your chat right now do you think is female, Sinner?
Well, I know my analytics like the back of my hand because I dig deep after, you know, at the end of the night. I tell you what, in YouTube Studio, for those of you that don't really run channels, there is the analytics are just insane. You can find down to each individual person. I'm running at about 87% female.
I was gonna say 90, but yeah.
And then, but there's like 6 that are whoever the subscriber is doesn't have their sex checked, so that could go.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather not say or whatever is an option. So there's that.
Yeah.
Hey, Mandy Kush. So yeah, I mean, how is it possible? So their philosophy is that I dislike women, and any woman that supports my channel supports a baby stalker. I mean, that's straight up what the narrative is. And that's, I mean, has there ever been more explicit defamation?
No, but I mean, that's like sounds like a slam dunk to me.
Don't say female. I know that's a military thing. I try not to do it. I know how it sounds. Sorry, son.
Yeah, don't say female. What?
No, it's just the way it sounds.
Okay.
To some people, it's bothersome.
Yeah, I kind of say stupid shit sometimes, just because I'm old and I ain't caught up on the proper politically correct terms.
Sunnyside, how about if I say ladies?
The ladies.
The ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean no disrespect. I assure you. They do it also to draw out private stuff in a person defending themselves too. It's weak. Yes, Kim gets it.
Yep.
She's been around. She understands.
She knows the game. All the games.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, like, I want to educate everyone. Like, I want to let everyone know the background secrets of how YouTube Studio works and how you get paid and how the ads pay you. And it's like every time I mention that to some of my friends, are like, well, you're not allowed to show your studio. I'm like, what? It's against terms of service to show your fucking studio. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, you're not supposed to show any of that shit. I mean, I suppose I could take screenshots and show you guys because I wanted to show you how my channel is fucking blowing up right now. I mean, the views are just ridiculous. So I feel like I'm just holding on for the ride at this point.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it.
Which is great. I mean, all of you guys are really helping this channel grow, and I fucking appreciate it.
Well, the engagement is so important. You know, it's like, you know, when I was on the other panel, I was like, that's really important to me. And I know I haven't been as good with because we were talking so much, but you know, that's the best part of the live for me is interacting with the chat. You know, that's the whole purpose.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
what else would I do? I mean, what else would I do? And I'm a fucking self-admittedly, I'm a crazy person that responds to just about every comment.
Yeah. And
I mean, even when they're not questions, I respond. Go look at any of my videos or live streams. I work triple hard because I know that I don't have a channel that's worth a shit if you guys don't watch it. It's that simple.
Right.
I mean, I care. I do care. I mean, even though, you know, there's a woman in a bee costume chain smoking screaming across the other side of town. Is trying to convince everyone that it's not cool to care. I assure you that I do, and I take everyone as seriously as I can. You know, what's happening to me now is I'm getting other content channel holders contacting me, and then I have other people reaching out to me. So I need to organize myself, or else I'm going to drown.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm working on now, managing my time.
Yeah, that's overwhelming.
To support channels that Because before I used to just go to support channels I like. Now I'm sort of absent from them because I'm too busy, and I just need to find a balance.
Yeah, I mean,
and get back.
it ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows, So
Yeah, and everyone needs to also keep in mind that this is not like a full-time job for me. Yeah,
Right.
this is sort of like extracurricular
Right.
activity. Although it is turning into a reasonably substantial income. You know what I
Right.
mean? Not thousands of dollars, but hundreds of dollars, which does supplement
Yeah.
how I live my life. So like I'm appreciative for all of it, but I'm not going to make any
But I think what's important here is when you made your channel at such a good time, because like Savage was kind of on her way out or over to the other community, and it was like a lot of us when she did that shit with Brittany, a lot of people left, and I think a lot of people were displaced. Like we didn't know which way to where to go, so we were just kind of ambling around, and this was a good place for us to be. It's a safe place, it's a respectful place, and
I can assure you it wasn't calculated.
no, yeah.
I kind of just I would have gone live way earlier than I think October was the first time I went live. I would have done it months and months earlier. I just didn't know how. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I didn't have a laptop, and I didn't think I was able to just do it on my phone.
Right.
The second I realized I could do it on my phone, I did that until I built a subscription base and then a membership base. And then with my first paycheck from YouTube, I went and got a laptop. So like most of the money that I'm going to be making from the channel, I'm going to put back into the channel.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to get a burger along the way. But for a heifer like QB, who's over there pocket watching me, I mean, it's so offensive. She's literally trying to prohibit me from making money on my monetized channel just because she choked her kid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what is happening?
Yeah.
Here?
She doesn't realize
that's why
all her problems in life she caused herself. I mean, get over yourself. Grow up. It's just the immaturity level. It just kills me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't give a fuck. What she doesn't realize, and she tells people, "Oh, his channel is all about me." You bet your fucking ass. A lot of my channel is about you, but there's some me talking shit on BHB and Dolly Vision and fuck, man. I think even an old video, Josh makes a fucking appearance, and I feel so bad for that because I didn't even know who the fuck Josh was. I just threw him in the video because I was told I was supposed to.
Yeah,
that's fucking ridiculous. I mean, look, we live and learn,
right?
And I think that video is like the child exploiters men's department, and now I know Josh doesn't fucking belong in that video. I mean, I may take it down. I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's
because he doesn't belong in that video.
No, he's and that's a good thing. That's why I talk about, like with Brittany, that I used to never watch her. I used to be over at the Hive, but I never spoke ill of Brittany because I didn't know. I never watched her, never. So people that reviewed her, people that reviewed her, I never even watched them, So I think it's important to say that because it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to give people a chance, like I did it, and I'm so grateful that I did it,
Well, I mean, in my case, I could like honestly say that it wasn't about changing my mind. I just was unfamiliar.
Right.
With both Josh and Brittany J. I mean, I heard what I heard from people that obviously now, upon reflection, just didn't like them. It was some weird personal shit.
Right.
The granny's watching effect on the community. She just spreads shit about Brittany constantly.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's true or not. So, I mean, that's what I was hearing. I never even went to Brittany J's page.
Yeah.
Maybe way back in the day, drunkenly talking shit or something. But I don't think, but as soon as I sat down and gave it a chance for myself, and I was like, I don't get it. Everyone here is so nice. What is fucking happening? Why did they say this?
And for me, like you said, it wasn't really changing my mind. It was just opening my mind, allowing myself to just give people a chance,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But to be abundantly clear, I was never part of the Hive. I've never enjoyed interacting with those people. None of it. I used to be in Burnt Toast or Turnt Boast.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I used to watch Heels in the Air until I found out she was racist. And then, like, I mean, it just goes on and on. but never the Hive. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows. I mean, I would go in there just like everyone else, and I had what is it called when you're having a debate and it's not good intentions? It's bad faith. I was there in bad faith. I make no qualms about it because I hated her voice the first time I heard it, and the first time I tuned in, she was berating someone or just talking just incredibly ruggedly about another woman. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So I was never part of that shit, and she knows it. The second the lawsuit happened, I was like, these bitches. I had no respect for the lawsuit whatsoever on either side. I mean, sorry, BHP. I just thought it was ridiculous. Well, the way I saw it is that two people saying crazy shit about one another, and now it just sucks that she was able to garnish so much money from the situation. And while B Tim is over there like praying to praying to Satan that BHB's house gets flooded, struck by lightning, and she starves to death. Like,
yeah.
What a sick little fuck that guy is, man. Like, listen, even whenever I was in the throes of talking shit on BHB, I never wished her physical harm.
Oh, yeah,
and
no.
even reached a point where you can ash headstones. I was like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I feel like we're picking on this person.
Yeah.
I feel like we're physically affecting her, and I don't want to do that. And I mean, I think everyone took a step back.
Yeah, it started. It definitely turned to like it was getting ugly. It was just getting.
Yeah, and here's the thing: QB never got any of that, and she deserves it more, in my opinion. She never got any of that. There aren't 40 channels dedicated to QB, and there should be 50.
Yeah, but there's more now than there was a year ago.
Yeah.
6 months ago.
Thanks to people like Shady. Thanks to people like Shady.
And you,
War Eagle.
And you.
And I do my part.
Yep. So.
And it is what it is. It's good people versus bad people. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's basically what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And who's good today could be bad tomorrow.
Yeah, you never know. We're learning every day.
Kim says, people's issue with Britney always boiled down to preference of personality. And yes, Granny. Oh shit, my computer's gonna die.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Okay. 20%.
Okay.
I probably got it.
Boiled down to.
I got it a little bit longer. We're at 3 hours. I didn't mean to keep you this long. Thanks for sticking with me.
That's all right. Cool. It's cool.
It says always boils down to preference of personality. And yes, Granny's Watching had the hard on for Brit since she started her channel to 2022. Wow, I thought Britney was around longer than that. I never looked at her. I never looked at her info on her page.
Granny, maybe when Granny started her channel. Do you mean?
It says
she might be Granny.
Oh yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, can anybody tell me what happened to Granny's Watching old channel? Because it's a mystery to me, and I need to find out.
Do we know what it was called? Kim does.
I don't know, but I understand it was abruptly closed and for nefarious reasons. And I am looking for content to make videos on. And why not make?
Would that be
a child explorer?
Would that be like in the way back? Would it be in the way back?
I'm not sure even how to do that. To be quite frank with you,
just just Google it. Yeah, I think you just Google it, or I don't know.
See, I wouldn't know.
I think you just
the name of it.
The way back. Well, Kim might know.
I don't know the name of her old channel is the thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying Kim would probably know what the name of her old channel is.
Of course.
Granny's old channel. What the name of it? What's the story on that?
Kim says, I was with her in the beginning, second panel guest. Crafton helped her do her monetization paperwork.
Right.
And we're done pretty quick too. Wow. So you actually, you have, I didn't know that about you guys. See, the more I learn, the more you know. He helped her with her first live stream, I believe. And he helped her get her monostat station. Yeah. Monostat station. Oh my goodness. The way she said, so Granny was gone all morning picking libraries.
Libraries, yeah.
I can't.
She wants to remain anonymous or whatever.
That's another thing about Brittany J. Shout out Brittany J. Her impersonations of people. People are sleeping on her impersonations. People are sleeping on because she gets it. I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
They underestimate her. She's a talented lady, smart lady.
The most powerful position to be in any dynamic is to be the one that's underestimated.
Yep.
And that's just a fact. I mean,
It
many
is.
people, many authors have written about this. Many
Oh,
poets.
there it is. Juicy ant covered watermelon.
What's that? Oh,
That's
is
her
that what?
channel.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Write that down.
yeah. You know what to do, people. I want to know what this fucking channel was about. Juicy. What a fucking name, dude.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Now, and
Monostat
if I
station.
understand correctly, the way she named Granny's Watching was by trolling somebody. But there's a darker story to
Natasha.
that as well.
Yeah. Natasha Cooper. She named it after because Natasha Cooper would talk about her grandma and would say, "Oh, I can't." She would say things like, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but she would say things like, "Oh, my grandma would kill me if I did that." Like she respected her grandma, so
No, that's not a speech impairment. That's just
impairment.
that. I really don't think it's an impairment. Listen, I'm from Pennsylvania. I
No.
know people with her accent. She's just not very bright.
Yeah. And we wouldn't care, but she acts like she's the smartest one in the room everywhere.
Kim said, "Oh my
So
God, you'd love our soundboard, our chives." I know.
archives.
I see. I don't see. There was a time that I was friendly with Granny's Watching because
Yeah,
when I
me
began
too.
to battle with QB, of course, Granny being the savvy fucking monster of the abyss that
Uh-huh.
she is, she offered her panel up to get close to the drama. And this is like a week after QB's talking about Granny's butthole. So of course, Granny was going to take one of QB's haters up on the panel to stir the shit, and she did. I took the bait. Had no idea who the fuck she
Yeah.
was. I was just like, this is a PA girl. I'm from PA. I support my people. And she
Right.
let me go up there and vent. And man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I made that nasty bitch a couple bucks, and I wish I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I think Zoe was making fun of her. What did she say of my speech impairment? She might have been making fun of Granny.
I gotta put my glasses on.
Yep. Natasha.
Yeah. Station.
Yeah. Yep. And Kim says Natasha Cooper. Yep. And Natasha did talk about her own grandmother with reverence. Yep. She lies on it now, but yeah, she denies that. Well, some days she says it, she admits it. Some days she don't. I don't know. Whatever. Spy Day.
I did get a cash app from Lucy again. Lucy, you're the best. Lucy's name's not really Lucy. Lucy's a regular in the chat, but she doesn't want me to tell someone to. I appreciate you, Lucy. Similar message. Don't back down. So I will not.
Yeah, nice.
She says that's her second channel. That's our backup channel, the ant covered juicy watermelon.
That's her second channel. That's her. Wait.
I know she had
I'm
another
confused
channel.
too.
I don't know. Maybe I've got it wrong. Did she get a channel axed, or does she just have a backup channel that she doesn't use? Because she got something going on. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, and it's got nothing to do with Rico or anything. It has to do with suspecting that she's even worse than people know.
Escopable.
Hi, just me. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Says hi. Singer Chronicles of the Shady has the video of Natasha explaining the name. I heard that before.
Yeah, Crafton too probably has it. I don't know.
I wouldn't know where to begin to look for that in shady stuff. Is the only problem. I don't want to rigmarole, you guys. She adds, Granny's still watching Hidden. Okay, so maybe that's the one I'm hearing about. I heard there's some shit on there that I should see.
Huh.
Because I got struck twice. Oh, man. Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down is the intro song for my shared channel with Headstones and Headlines. That channel is Sweetie Pie and Sourpuss.
Didn't Granny kind of use it then? Kind of ruined
she may
it
have
for
used
me.
it before us, but we used it. I think we used it in better context because who was going after her for her to back down? We were fighting the hive.
She's fighting the Rico.
Jasmine
dragged
says
into this lawsuit.
Jasmine says she just uploaded it a little bit ago. Just want to let you know. Oh, look, maybe if it's easily accessible. I just didn't want to waste you guys' time with digging through shit.
I can find it if you want.
Yeah.
I probably find it.
That's
quicker.
okay.
Okay.
I got it. I got it up here. I just gotta look and see. Could you tell me if it were short or
I believe it was a short.
that
I know
helps?
it. Yeah, I believe it was a short.
Let's have a look. See. All right. Chris Proudfoot, QB, Liar, Proudfoot. I'm looking. I'm looking. Word of
But
the day. Morons. Let's see. There's moon stuff. Perplexed is a piece. Oh, never mind. Um, there's Ange. Oh my God, her face. It's wild, man.
Ange with her pineapple hair.
Nonsense on the web. I'm telling you, if you're not subscribed to Chronicles of the Shady, I'm gonna have to do a live stream. And I know
And
I
just
keep
go
saying
through.
I'm gonna do this and do that, but I really got to do a live stream to show you guys what I watch. I would just want to give, show some love to the channels that I actually watch. J for Justice, Ert.
Am
I'm
I the
looking.
only one that can do a granny? What do you mean, Zoe? Oh, it's a video. Just me said. Yeah.
Oh, it's a video. Okay, well that definitely helps. Let me get
So
over
you
there.
look in your. She should have a playlist probably
Oh, I'm so
for
bad at
granny.
this. Okay,
It's a
let's see if she
video.
does. Does she have it broken down in playlist? She does.
She
Why
had.
have I never seen
Yeah.
this? I'm such an asshole. She's one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
channels, and I've never even done this before.
Yep.
Good Lord, it makes everything easy.
I've had to go to her
Oh
channel
shit.
for a lot of stuff, so I'm pretty good with her channel.
But I still got to find it. Let's see. When I clicked on the playlist, it just started playing.
Oh,
Let's see.
you're good. Someone just
Oh, hold
posted a
on.
short of Natasha making fun of Voice's hair and back of her head. It's funny, Lindsay said. How's that baby, Lindsay?
All right.
Summer, I
Granny's
keep
watching
seeing you and I
YouTube.
forgot.
I'm still not seeing it. What is the name of it? Calls a tip line, lies about me.
How something about like how Granny's watching named her channel after Natasha Cooper or something like that. Here, I'll look too.
Please, yeah, if you can find it.
Yeah.
I'm already.
Go ahead, go through comments. I'll find it.
I'm looking at the videos. Bing bong. It looks like the last video was. Am I looking at this wrong? It looks like the last video in the Granny's Watching playlist was 7 months ago. So.
Yeah, that's not. Wonder if it
She
was
may
a
have,
post.
she may not have added it to her playlist.
I can
See,
look at.
this is exactly what the fuck I wanted to avoid doing.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead. Go back to the comments. I'll find it.
Okay, good.
It's on X. I know for sure.
That's our old school stuff. You guys are bringing me back. Lindsay Lee says happy birthday, Irish, in case you missed that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wise Angel says, I'm still watching What the Hell's Court Case. I didn't even know there was a court case. I was watching that show religiously, and then I just drifted into the drama world. I knew there was beef occurring, like when they bought the schoolhouse with the neighbors. But I need to get into that. That's something I can actually really enjoy watching. I've been distracted by zombies, y'all. It's bad. Chronicles said they are loading videos on X now, not so much on YouTube.
Yeah, she's more on X for sure.
Oh, okay, so maybe it is on X.
Yeah.
I think you could share your screen if you find it.
I'll just
Maybe.
send it. I'll just text it if I text it to you.
Yeah,
Is that cool? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, of course.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, welcome in, Magic Star. Aaron's done. Interactive life commenced.
Granny's watching. I searched Natasha Cooper first because I figured that would be less, but I didn't see it. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I want to see anything that I want to see everything that Shady puts out.
Yeah.
Legally Blonde has it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sarah,
does
I'm
she?
still looking from my imaginary receipts. Okay, Queen of the Fupa. You get those receipts and get back to me. Lindsay Lee says, Kim, the song Crafton used to play would never get old on the bus or whatever we ride in.
Oh, yeah. Granny stole the bus.
Okay, I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, no, I don't got it. Let me see.
Okay, I didn't click out yet.
I do got it. All right, give me 1 second.
All right, cool. Check messages, Emmy said. That's probably what you just did. Thank you,
Oh,
Emmy.
I just that's code. I get so confused because I pulled the video up and the way it's framed on the screen of the you'll see it says live. I'm like, what fucking Shady's live? Like it just my brain almost just broke. I almost said, gotta go, guys.
Hey. Something crazy is happening.
Yeah, what the fuck? All right, give me a second. Breaking news!
Oh yeah.
Breaking news! And I
Yeah.
would love.
Thank you, Queen Moomin.
I know Shady pops into my channel every once in a while. I would love to have her up for conversation. I bet people would love to hear. We don't have to talk to her about any of the bullshit. We could just,
Yeah, she was on panel with unsupervised maniacs one time.
I saw that.
Or was it her live or was it like Deets or something? I don't know. I don't remember.
I can't remember either, but it was a brief occurrence, and I think we should. I'd love to have more.
Yeah.
But I completely understand why she has no interest whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so she knows, if she watches this or if anybody runs into her, she'll probably. I could imagine her saying, "Oh, I bet," but I mean, she's welcome to come anytime she wants. I'd love to talk to her.
Yeah.
I found the video.
Cool. Has the Legally Blonde has the tea?
Oh, I mean, Summer is just a true badass. Let's see.
Yeah, she is.
And the title was just like it says, how Granny's Watching named her channel now that Natasha's grandmother has passed. Rename your channel. Seriously, rename your channel, you fucking tragedy pimp, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah. Natasha Cooper
and
made a statement. Yeah. Oh, she probably has it on here. Yeah.
Okay, so we think it's in
yeah.
Here. Okay. So
it'll play it. This is Natasha Cooper's. This is Natasha Cooper's channel. Okay. She's talking to Granny.
Okay.
Exactly how stupid this girl is. Now, for those of you who have not been around on YouTube and who don't know the history, the girl who you're about to hear in this video, her name is Jessica Lynn. And
excuse my ignorance for not knowing who Natasha is, but she's not going to try to strike me or anything for playing this, is she? No. Okay. I don't want any trouble with people I don't know. I got enough crazy on my plate.
No, she would. I'm guessing she would appreciate this video because it's
okay. Good.
Yeah.
I have full confidence in anything that Shady produces.
Yeah. Yeah.
She named her channel after my grandmother. My grandmother who just passed away on the 16th of last month. And she started this whole awareness hate movement against me after I started covering the Gabby Petito case because of the success that I had with it and how quickly my channel grew. And she was jealous of the money that I was making and the support that I had. And I'm not just saying that. She has literally said it in text messages and out loud.
Thanks, Kim and Lindsay, for letting me know that. I respect people if they don't want other people to use their shit. I mean, I truly do. Just because, I think especially if it's original content, like this is just her sitting up there talking. She's not ripping off somebody else's live stream. She's just giving her narrative.
Right. It's not very long either. Yeah.
I mean, we're allowed to give commentary, but some people just steal people's shit. And I hate that.
Right.
She said that I didn't deserve to have what I had because I was just some fat slob sitting in a recliner, and she was a single mom. So, yeah.
Bye, Lenny.
Have a great rest of your day, Lenny. Thanks for joining us. I'll be around probably the next couple of days. I might take tomorrow off, but glad to have you.
And she has gone after every single person in my family. My grandmother, my daughter, both of them. My niece who I adopted, she called her my token blackie. Wow. I actually have that video up on TikTok. And she is just an absolute piece of shit. So this video, when somebody sent it to me today, it really made me laugh because you can see in this video exactly how stupid this girl is. Literally.
Granny, a token, huh, Granny? And you know Granny's gonna hear about this for sure. A token, huh, Granny?
Yep, a token blackie.
Are all of these fucking people racist?
It's kind of a trend.
It's crazy. I mean, we have homophobic mothers with lesbian daughters in this community. What is it? What is this world? It just freaks me the fuck out, man. This is why I'm a lone wolf. I mean, there is no team. My pals on this YouTube, you know them. They're explicitly the people I talk to all the time. There's no back behind the scenes team because I don't trust myself half the time, let alone some stranger.
Yeah, even though like we talk, through text, but we don't get personal about shit. We don't, we talk about YouTube shit or whatever. It's not like that. We have a good distance,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get offline and then start texting people about being online. Like it's not
right.
Although, I mean, of course, we share our thoughts on things. I mean, but that's not. Right. It's not this clandestine operation that it's been portrayed as.
Yeah, we're all of the belief that these people are burning themselves down, and we're just here for the shit show, pretty much. Yeah. We'll move it along a little bit, spread the word, but
exactly. I got to make it through this, and then I got to get out of here. My laptop's at 13%, and I'm in this. I'm in the garden, like the garden shed, on the couch with the coffee table, but there's no electricity in here. It's a place to read, so I guess I could have run an extension cord, but it's too late for that now. So I want to get through this, and then we'll wrap it up. Thanks again, everyone, for being here.
Yes.
This is Natasha Cooper explaining. This is a Chronicles of the Shadies clip video of Natasha Cooper explaining how terrible of a person the Granny's watching is. I mean, I think that's a good synopsis. In case you're just coming in, please hit the thumbs up. Hey, but consider becoming a member. Why not, right? If you got the cash to burn, then do it. But if not, don't worry about it. At least please hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel.
She does not know her ass from a hole in the ground. And the reason that this person made this video is because Jessica Lynn was just crying on a live.
Wow, Kim.
About her privacy being. So let me play that. Hang on just a second. Let me play that one first.
Can you guys hear the woodpecker in the background? All right, probably not. I got a woodpecker on the pole at the corner that's making a fuss. Check. Can you hear me? Irish, you muted? Or did I get booted?
Sorry, I was muted. My kid walked in.
No worries. Can you guys hear that woodpecker?
No.
Because he's back. He was here this morning, woke me up, and now he's back.
He's got the fake woodpecker today.
Oh, yeah. I got video. I made a video for you guys. I'll show you. This guy was a fucking terror this morning. It's dead air.
Oh, she's quiet. She's quiet. Okay.
So this is why this person made this video. And what I want to say is this: change the name of your channel. It does not even deserve to be associated with my grandmother.
See, I don't know.
Especially now that she's.
I don't know Natasha from a hole in the ground, but I agree with her. Fucking change your name, Granny. It's so disrespectful.
Not here anymore. You are not a granny. And the fact.
A Magic Star. I do in fact live in a Disney movie. I mean, I was sitting on the Adirondack chair by the fucking fire pit yesterday morning having my coffee. Did not know that there was a live animal underneath the fucking Adirondack chair.
Oh my God.
I hear rumbling. It's like set on gravel, and I hear rumbling. Yeah. I'm like, what is this noise? I look down, it's a fucking baby cat. Not a kitten, but a young cat. Just looking up at me, and then it started scratching, like attacking me. I was like, what is happening?
At least it was a cat, though. I was like,
do I have a pet? Do I have a cat now? What just happened? I saw it once or twice. But I sent a video to Emmy. It fucking freaked me out. I had scalding hot, a big ass glass of scalding ass coffee in my new lemon mug. By the way, the Dollar Tree has nice ceramic mugs with lemons on them for $1.25. Don't make me make that shit in the merch. But I took everything inside of me not to spill this shit all over myself. But we'll finish with Natasha here, and then I'll show you the woodpecker video, and that's a wrap.
Okay.
The fact that you named my channel after my grandmother literally makes me nauseated. You could not measure up to my grandmother in 1,000,000 years.
There you go. All right, let me share.
Yeah, and most people know there's plenty of proof of that. There's proof of everything because Granny's not too bright.
Yeah, I feel like I wish there were 3 of me. I wish there was 1 of me for each one of these dirtbags. I would have a channel.
I know, right?
Calling each of them out, but it's just not realistic. I just don't have it. I don't have the time.
It's like spinning your wheels. You got to be careful not to do that. You know.
I mean,
exhausting yourself.
I would love to, but I mean, I don't see myself like I still have to paint, and I have to sell these paintings. I have to paint them. I have to keep the market hot for my shit and keep it going.
Right.
I can't neglect
balance
this because that's solid. That's something I could do.
Yep.
That's something that I'm proficient at. I've got a market for my art. This is all a gamble. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to become a full-time YouTuber anytime soon.
Yeah, Kim, I'm afraid of birds too.
Sorry for the shakiness. But this went on all morning.
Those things are crazy, man. They're so fast.
He's back out there. He sounds like he's down a little further. But there you go. That's Woody.
It just amazes me how a being can move that fast. It's crazy.
It is wild. And I don't know what the fuck the bird is doing. Like it reminds me of like listening to the hive just beating their heads off the wall, but
I imagine they do that on trees and find critters in there, or
shaking it loose.
I don't know.
Magic Star says 13th hour. I always wanted a parrot, but then I figured out they wouldn't be quiet. I had a hard enough time sleeping. Yep. I'm gonna get a dog as soon as I get to myself to a permanent location. I enjoy traveling too much. But now that it's warming up, I'm gonna make my way back across the country. I got some friends to visit in Chicago, some friends to visit in Denver and Montana. So I'll be traveling. So if there's Wi-Fi, I'll be live the whole way. Hopefully, I'm gonna figure out a way to go live in real life for you guys. If I can figure out how to go live with my outward-facing camera, I could just go walk around places and talk to you guys. I think that would be fun. And then I can interact with people in real life and show you places that I like. I have no problem doing that.
I really kind of want to do stuff like that around Milwaukee, because I love people watching and talking to people. I mean, I don't know any strangers. I'll talk to anybody, Yeah.
I'm exactly the same way. I really am. It's a blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
But thanks again, everyone, for being here. I see we're peaking out on numbers just as we end. So I'm sorry for those of you that want more, but I'll be back. I think I'm going to try to take tomorrow off unless something crazy happens. I got to make a better effort not to pop up here proving people that are calling me a hothead. I can't go and prove them right.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Maybe, you know what you do? Get yourself a kitchen timer. When you get off, set it to like 10 or 20 minutes, whatever. And give yourself that time to calm down. That's all. It's like it takes practice. It takes practice. And you're hard on yourself.
To be fair, it takes me being sober as I am, it takes me a lot more to ramp up to be that angry, you know what I mean, or to get that passionate about something. And I felt dirty after my live stream yesterday. It's like, man, I'm making all this progress, and then that was like a step back, And like you say, I'm too hard on myself, but I'm also, brutally honest with myself. So I just got to do better. I can't act like them and criticize them at the same time, so I'm taking corrective steps to do that.
Thank you, Zoe.
Yes, thanks, Zoe. Thanks everyone for being here.
All right.
And of course, happy
Thank
birthday
you.
once again. If you make sure you keep telling Iris happy birthday as you see her on the streets, make sure everyone
All
knows.
right. I love it.
You're the
Thanks
best.
so much.
You're the best.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. This was fun. You have a good day, Sinner. Thanks so much. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
There you have it, folks. The birthday girl herself, gracing us with her presence. You guys are the fucking best. Thank you so much for showing up and listening to the truth. I love when that happens. There's nothing more important than the truth. I mean, really. Shout out everybody. Kim and Crafton, check their stuff out. I'm so interested to find out more about Granny's shitty past. Not like we could do anything about it now, but we got to talk about something else. I mean, obviously, Queen Bee is the worst person on YouTube, and she'll be gone soon. Don't you worry. And I know you hate to hear that, and you're over there punching smoke, QB, but I mean, you live a life in such a way that makes it impossible to feel remorse for you in any way. I mean, that's just the fact. But we're going to stay positive and keep it moving. Like I always say, if you find yourself in an emergency and oxygen drops down in front of you, put the mask on yourself before you try to help someone else. Because if you don't look out for yourself, it's impossible to take care of someone else. Sinner out.
You gotta take control, life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So put your hands up to the sky and live your best life, alright. Don't just let it go by, just try, oh my. Got only one life, got only this time. We gonna get it right. You gotta let go of those who don't belong in your tribe. So cut the bad out of your life. Yeah, do it one time. You gotta work till you're winning. Yeah, take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believe in testing and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head, make a better life instead.
Marie, you're so late.
You gotta give it all your best. Give it all your best. Yo, never gonna stop, no way, no. Yelling out, hey, yo. Headed to the top on our way, yo. You gotta make change. Yeah, there's gonna be a little pain, but nothing's worse than staying the same. So light that flame, put the work in, go claim everything you want in this place. It's time to go fast, know that energy is all cash. You could get it all if you never give up, no slack. Headed to the top is a mystery, your own path. Never gonna stop, no, you got this, never go back. I know it gets hard, you gotta love it. You gotta recharge with what you want and think of your dreams. Get that energy to go and get everything. Let's go. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head, make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So don't let go.